Uninstalled podcast episode 3. How you doing today, sir?
Uh, Better than I was the past two recordings, I'll tell you that.
The internet, sir, has been in an uproar. And I try to stay offline a good chunk of the week, but this one's been hard to miss. What do you know about this Emiru situation, sir?
Fucking nothing. That's what I know. All I know is like some dude like kind of pushed his way up, like through like a whole bunch of guards or something, and was like, you know what? Let me mac on this hoe real quick.
I'm gonna send you a tweet here if you can take a look at it. It has some screenshots and the crowd video in there. I'll put the video on the screen. But basically what happens is Emiru is talking to a fan. There's someone currently up there like getting ready to take a picture with her, and someone from off screen just walks up to her and just kind of grabs her, like, hugging. But I've heard that he like kissed her. Watching it back, I can kind of see that he's taken that angle. I mean, he's so tall
He,
that it's like hard to tell, but it
yeah,
kind of looks like he's kissing her. Um, and
kind of looks like he's at least trying to.
yeah, and I've heard a lot of mixed reports. I mean, I don't want to spend forever going through these screenshots. I could probably just throw them up, but I've heard that I think the only punishment the guy has gotten is he's been banned on Twitch for like 30 days or something, is what I've
That's
heard.
ridiculous.
Um, and I guess Emiru is not impressed with Twitch's response to this. And I guess they're kind of bringing up the fact that in the lead up to this, there was a lot of people um saying that, like, I don't feel safe enough to go to TwitchCon this year. I don't trust the security. Now, this is where my ignorance is going to come in. I am not a Twitch guy. I don't know if there have been issues at previous TwitchCons that are leading people to do this, because I kind of saw this all spark up um, after Charlie Kirk was killed. I saw people saying that, they didn't feel comfortable. And from an outsider perspective, I was like, are they trying to draw the conclusion that this could happen to a streamer? Like, and at first I was like, it's kind of crazy to say that this could happen to you. But after thinking about it for a while, I was like, it's the big 2-5, bro. Like, nothing would surprise me these days with how fucking blind people are to reality. We have so many people that have these parasocial relationships with these fucking streamers, and they think they're their best friends. They're in a relationship with them, that it honestly wouldn't surprise me if something like that happened. Obviously, that's a worst case scenario. We don't want to see something like that happen. Um, but this is like probably as bad as it could get as far as interaction goes with one of these streamers.
Yeah,
Um,
it's just absolutely crazy that like a whole bunch of like big streamers were like, I don't really know how I feel about going to TwitchCon. I know you're not like a big like VTuber guy,
mhm.
but th- there's this uh there's this big VTuber called Chibi Doki.
Okay.
She tweeted that she didn't feel safe going to TwitchCon, and then like right after like the Emiru shit popped off, she retweeted and was like, "This is the fucking reason." I was like, "I don't fucking blame
Yeah.
you, bro."
And I feel like, unfortunately, the culture, and I'm not going to call anyone out, but I feel like the culture that Twitch has been promoting, with certain streamers who use certain methods of getting viewers on their platform, has probably negatively
The
impacted.
bikini streamers.
I wasn't going to say it. I was going to say
Yeah, that's what you were talking about,
it.
though.
It is what I was talking about. But I
The
feel
titty
like
streamers, as people would call them.
I feel like the culture of that, um, and you're kind of providing a part of your platform for gooners to gravitate to. Um, I think it's negatively impacting these regular women who are just trying to stream. They're not, showing themselves off. They're doing literally nothing to try to attract people. I think it's unfairly exposing them to people that are fucking weird, like the guy in this video. Um, and if I was a woman, if I was a woman that streams going to these events, I'd be kind of freaked out too, especially after this, bro. Like, I honestly, I don't think if I was a chick, bro, I don't think you'd catch me at one of these events going forward.
I feel like not even just like the like female streamers that are like curated towards like doing like all that shit.
Yeah,
I feel like any like woman, like streamer or not, just casually going there, like I feel like you're just putting yourself at danger
yeah. I
or
mean,
in danger.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like the bikini streamers have to worry about their safety. I'm saying like what the bikini streamers are doing and the audience they're attracting, them attracting that audience is gravitating
Mhm.
towards other people, and it's exposing them to the weirdos that otherwise wouldn't have been on
Yeah,
this platform if it wasn't for that kind of content, you know? And yeah, Twitch is going to have to really clamp down on, not just, I think, security on their events, but security on their platforms. I think they're gonna have to draw a line in the sand where like there's just like a clear message sent, because everything I've ever seen with Twitch bans and their moderation is like they're super wishy-washy, they're never consistent on things. Two people could do the same things, but because one person's in a certain group, they get treated different than this other person. um and I have a regular job. We've worked a regular job together before. If my employer was actively showing bias in their punishment on people, I wouldn't want to work for that employer, And I think that's why we saw a lot of people going over to Kick. Not that I think Kick is the land of rainbow and sunshines either. Um, if anything, Kick is a more egregious example of what I was saying about exposing like female streamers to audiences that they're not necessarily trying to, um, you know, accumulate. I don't know if that's the right word, but
I really hate to say it, but I feel like maybe YouTube is probably like the best fucking spot right now to stream.
yeah, yeah, I agree with that. I think,
Like kicking Twitch is just out here on some absolute fuck shit, and like nowhere's fucking safe because you got people over there like killing each other on Kick, but you got weirdos up on Twitch being like, "Yo, what's poppin'? Let me mac on you real quick." It's just weird.
yeah, it's crazy that you mentioned people on Kick killing each other, because I just saw, I think, what was it, episode? It might have been episode 2, where when I talked about Sam Pepper. If you remember me talking about him,
Yeah,
um, he's the
feels
guy.
like a month
just to refresh your mind, Sam Pepper is the guy that um did a prank on two of his friends, but the prank was like an ISIS killing where he like kidnapped both of them and like prank killed one of them in front of his like friend, and then was like, it's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. Um he I don't know how long he's been on Kick for, but he's had a Kick account. And I'm aware of him because I'm a big fish tank guy. The show that Sam Hyde and Jet Neptune put together. Um, and because of what some of the people from like the contestants on Fish Tank have done as far as collaborating with some of the Ice Poseidon related people, I've seen Sam Pepper pop up a couple times. But he just got banned on Kick because he shot a firework at a child and seriously injured them
Damn,
and sent them to the hospital.
damn.
So, and this was in India, because I think he's like not allowed in certain countries or something. I don't know, but yeah, Kick is definitely the fucking Kick has got to be the Wild West. If there's a platform that's the Wild West, it's Kick. It's just because so much different shit is allowed to go on down there. But yeah, I mean, hopefully, Twitch learns from this. From what I've seen, which again, for the record, because I'm not a Twitch person, is extremely limited. I'm anything on Twitch, I'm extremely limited in my knowledge of. But what I've seen of their CEO, talking at these events, like I even saw a clip where there was a veteran, um, that was asking him a question about actually enforcing their policies, preventing hate speech against veterans, because the veterans are a protected group on Twitch. Because I guess there'd been some streamers, I don't know if you could take a guess at who, um, that have been saying that America deserved 9/11 and that the veterans deserve the PTSD they got. And his response to that was super wishy-washy. I mean, granted, I didn't finish the clip. I'm gonna be honest. I judged it off the first fucking 15-20 seconds of him talking. But in that 15-20 seconds, he didn't address anything. And I mean, unfortunately, to that guy who was asking the question, I would probably say that nothing's probably gonna fucking happen, which sucks. We're gonna have to see. Maybe I'll have to pay closer attention to Twitch to see what goes on over there. That way we can um bring an update at some point. But yeah, because I mean, this could have been a lot worse. Like
Don't get me wrong, it was already bad to begin with. Like that should have never happened. Like Emiru shouldn't have had like her own security guard, and like Twitch should have like actually fucking supplied somebody that can do their fucking job. But
yeah,
it never should have happened to begin with.
yeah, because for an event like that, I don't think these creators should have to be like, oh well, unless I have my own private security, I'm not going to be able to feel safe. Twitch should have, you know, this should have been clamped down on. Which I don't. It looks like the security guard comes from like back into the right, like of just the layout of this video. Well, you're telling me there's no security guards against the fucking, I forget what these things are called, but just against the fucking ropes here, like where the crowd is, the preventing someone from
Because
charging through. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, it seemed like he came from like where like everybody else was like standing.
at the front of the line.
No, like where like where like the line was like starting.
Oh,
Let
okay.
let me let me go back and rewatch it real quick.
Yeah. While you're doing that, I'll just kind of.
Yeah, because if you rewatch it, it looks like everybody's being funneled off to like the right and then wrapped
Mm-hmm.
around, and then they'll exit fucking stage left. So it looks like he just pushed past everybody there, and then the security guard came in from what looks like that fucking blue sign or whatever that is, like behind a dude in the hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where like everybody was being funneled to. That's where it looks like he came from. So like he probably just pushed past everybody.
Yeah. And I mean, like, as far as the culprit, the suspect in this video, this fucking idiot. Like, he's either a weirdo who thinks he's in a relationship with this woman, or he's a fucking idiot who was one of those guys that was like, "Oh, fucking record me, dude. I'm gonna do this. It's gonna be so funny, dude." And you're a fucking
Mm.
moron, dude. You need to fucking. I mean, I,
And you
I,
got fucking is a fucking creep.
yeah, like I would 100% say that, some kind of charges need to be pressed. If nothing else, if like maybe the case isn't strong, whatever. I mean, I'm not super versed in the legal system. I think there's at least something here for a restraining order. If for nothing else, you need to set a precedent. Like, you need to make an example of this, of like this kind of shit isn't gonna happen again. Um,
I really don't blame like Emiru if she just never wants to go back to fucking TwitchCon like ever again. Like I
yeah,
really fucking don't.
yeah.
Because like Twitch should have fucking done something there regardless.
Because I mean, there's worse things that have happened in places with better security. So
Mm.
we could have easily seen this like result in some fucking tier 3 sub going up to a streamer that didn't read their dono and they pull out a knife and like kill them. Like,
Yeah.
this, I think Twitch should be thankful that this wasn't any worse than it already was, because this already was very bad. I'm gonna be, because before this happened, in the lead up, when people were like, I don't feel safe, I was just kind of like, I was kind of, admittedly, probably wrongly, I will admit that, I was just kind of blowing it off as like really, like for a TwitchCon event you don't feel safe. Which, after this, I completely take back what I said on that, and I apologize for even thinking that before. Because realistically, honestly, I should have known better, because there's a lot of fucking idiots and crazy people out there.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what is crazy that I just realized? This security dude, technically, like, ostensibly, we had this guy's job before, in a way. And like, dog, I was sussing people out like crazy, dude. My hood senses was kicking in. I was always,
Yo, senses.
oh, bro, I was fucking sizing people up. I was like, okay, fucking, this guy might be gesturing a little bit. Like, what kind of timing this man on? But yeah,
He's
it's
kind of standing weird.
yeah. Is that a Glock 17 in your pocket, or you just happy to see me?
Is that a
Um,
Gen 4 or a Gen 3 chilling near shit, huh?
yeah, but I think that's really all I have to say about that. I think I mean, yeah, I really don't know much about this. Hopefully they've like gotten the guy and he's been like arrested, but um I kind of want to get your take on something, sir. We talked about it a lot in the last episode. Um and we were talking from a place of not having experienced it but having observed certain things. We finally had an opportunity to play Arc Raiders. I want
Yes,
to
yes.
have you give me your thoughts on, like, because I really want to break this down, because we did talk about it like at some length before. Give me kind of what your thoughts were about Arc Raiders going into us testing it out, and give me your thoughts after, and like sort of like how they've changed.
Okay, so in the beginning, I thought Arc Raiders would have been good. I thought it would have been a nice change to the extraction shooters that what we have now. Going into it, I was kind of hyped. We only, me and Adrian only played for 2 hours. I think it was like an hour and like 10 minutes or something like that.
Yeah,
We only played for 2 hours. I think within like the first like what 4 matches, we literally didn't find anybody to like fucking
yeah.
like try to PvP to like see like what's going on. Like the fifth or sixth match or whatever it was, we run into people, and there's the PvP has got to be the worst thing about that game. Like it feels good, it runs good on the PC that I have. I don't have like that beefy of a system, but it runs really well. Don't get me
It,
wrong.
it's a well optimized game.
Yes, it's optimized really well for what it is. But it just seems like there's nothing to do. Like you're just running around looking for scraps basically. You're basically just falling or playing a fucking extraction version of Fallout, bro. Like it doesn't feel like you're making any progress on quests. For the PvP aspect, it is fun. The PvP was fun. My complaints was there was almost no feedback on whether you were like hitting your shots or if they had shields or not. It felt really weird. And then or on top of that, whenever you down somebody, you don't even know if they're downed or not. They just fucking slink off into the shadows. Like you physically don't know if they're dead. And then on top of not knowing if they're dead, the fact that everybody in the team like goes down is kind of weird, especially whenever you're like the last man on the team standing and you get absolutely obliterated, and then you're just crawling around fucking dick in the dirt, bro. It's weird. It like I
Yeah,
thought I thought it could have changed how the extraction shooters are, but it didn't stand up to my expectations like at all, sadly.
yeah. I mean, we share a lot of the same opinions. I'll try to play devil's advocate a little bit, and I think like because it was weird where it's like, well, me and my boy are just downed. It like in my mind, I do really like just my boy goes down, we're both dead. Boom, immediately start loading us back to the lobby so we can get in a new game. I get that Arc Raiders allows downed players to hit the extract to leave. So if you go down, if your friend is fighting, you can get out and save like your shit. Um, but when you're not around an extract, that feature kind of felt out of place. Where it's like, well, I mean, like you were doing that one time. It's like, well, all I really have to do in this situation is just turn on my mic and start talking shit to the person and just fucking down me. And I think because it did feel like I was accomplishing exactly nothing the entire time. With what tasks we had to do, I enjoyed that. I mean, I'm a task merchant because of Tarkov. And maybe uh maybe we're comparing apples to oranges, and we're not necessarily comparing them um comparing Arc Raiders to an equal just because it's not in full release yet. Because maybe playing devil's advocate, it would feel better collecting this shit if we could have upgraded our workbench or like our gunsmithing table and that kind of stuff when we have stuff that we're collecting and like working towards. Because there was really only like 4 tasks that I did before. Like there was one where I was just like, I just for it being a server slam, I'm just not gonna go out of my way to like do everything. So I think maybe on full release, once if I can get a feel for what it's like in the game to actually be working towards a goal consistently, um, then maybe it would attract me more. But just on the basis of like what the overall game was, the audio, the gunplay, how easy it is to like find people. I
On the topic of audio, since you brought it up, audio
Yeah,
was pretty good in this game.
yeah. I think my only real complaint was in some of the high tier loot zones. I don't even know the name of the location, but it's like these like domes. They remind me of almost like a greenhouse, and there was like some like industrial lab production kind of shit in there. The footsteps on the metal were very loud and like echoey in there, which I get, but it was a little obnoxious just in my ears. But everything else sounded good. The guns sounded good. The robots, sounded good. There was maybe like some areas where it felt like gunshots were popping like in and out of range like too fast, where gunshots sounded really far away, and then I went 10 meters and then all of a sudden they sounded right in front of me. Um, but overall, I mean,
Yeah,
it's got better
because
audio than like a Division 2 had before they fixed that weird audio bug that we were experiencing for a while.
because me and Adrian, we were this was our first match whenever we were deciding to actually like look for PvP. We were on the front side of the dam. We wrap all the way around, and I'm over here like, this is sounding a little bit too far from like what I just heard.
Mm-hmm.
We got closer, and then we realized it was on the roof, so it just sounded just a lot further than what it needed to be.
Yeah, and I mean, oh fuck. one of the um one of the things that I said I was unsure about going into it was the ability to be a task rat and avoid enemies and do your own thing. I will say I was wrong about that. It is very easy to not see anyone, which I kind of see as a negative, to be honest. Um,
Yeah, because there was a good like hour that like we were playing and we just didn't see anybody. Like it got really boring really fast.
yeah, because I'm over here like I'm expecting this shit to be like Tarkov, right? Because that's my expectation going into it. Which framing it that way again, because Tarkov is a game that despite what Nikita will lead you to believe with it not being in 1.0 just yet, I mean, it's basically a full release game. Maybe it's
I
not fair
heard
to compare them.
I heard people compare um arc raiders to vigor. I don't know if you
Mm,
can see that, but I really can.
yeah, I can actually see that a lot because Vigor's one of those games that like when you're out of it, you're out of it. Like it just feels like a walking simulator. Um, Although I will say Arc Graders you know is significantly better in a lot of areas than Vigor, but just in the overall experience, I guess I'd say it's very similar. Like if Vigor brought in like very minimal AI that wanders, I could see it because going into it, like I was saying with the Tarkov comparison, I feel like in Tarkov, some shit normally always goes down. You're not always gonna see people, but maybe you'll run into like that sniper scav. You'll run into that like random group of 5 scavs that spawns in the middle of the street, and there's nothing really like that got your heart racing even a little bit. There's like no real excitement. I'm just literally collecting fucking plastic and chemicals and a bunch of shit, and then it gets to a point where I'm like, oh, there's 8 minutes left. We should probably leave, you know. And then we're just like,
Yeah,
okay, yeah,
like
I guess
it
we'll bail.
it definitely feels like other than the clankers basically. Other than the robots, there's really like nothing else to do. Even like the robots are like really easily killed if you aim for like the motors and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're and like don't get me wrong, I definitely feel like players are gonna be like the biggest hurdle to get over. But it just feels like you can easily do what you need to do. Like say you need to get 1,400 placids or whatever, basically from like
Yeah.
Warframe, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can shoot down a few robots and you can just extract right there. There's really no what am I trying to
Like
fucking
payoff.
think of? No. There's no like I don't want to say like opposition,
Oh, there's no
but
like I know what you're trying to say. There's nothing that's like there's no inconveniences. There's nothing that's getting in your way or
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
stopping
yeah,
you. Because like
yeah.
with Tarkov, like yeah, in the grand scheme of things, scavs ain't shit. But every couple of raids, you'll run into that scav. That the moment you look at it and you haven't even aimed down your sights, it blacked your arm or blacked your leg, and now that's going to affect your raid
Mhm.
going forward. And there's nothing like that with these robots aside from like literally our first match where I didn't know what the robot was. I didn't know it was like going to catch aggro on me, and I just got fucking obliterated. But that's just me being an idiot, more than anything. Um, I do like the comparison to Vigor though. I
Yeah, I thought it fit it really well because it really did feel like Vigor if it had AI.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously there's collecting resources and stuff in Vigor, and I would say that doing that feels a lot more like Tarkov than um or feels a lot more like Arc Raiders than Tarkov because that is
Mm.
one of those games where there is stuff to upgrade, but a lot of the times it's like what like okay, I came into this mission with this fucking dope ass kit, all to collect some food, some gasoline, some wires, and like a couple gun parts, and it's like okay, like for what am I gonna like? How many times am I gonna do this tonight? Whereas with
And
Tarkov, go ahead.
And then I was gonna say, like, on top of like you grabbing everything you needed, your little fucking rooster buddy was making shit way too fast.
Yeah, it basically felt like I didn't have to, because the amount of stuff this dude was turning out, like he must have had some motherfuckers in the back helping him, bro.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I think they got to slow his little ass down. Or maybe change the kind of stuff he gives you. Like maybe he just generates like random like weapon parts, and he does it at a slower rate or something. Um, because I felt like I didn't check him for like half an hour and he was already like half full. And like that's
Mhm.
that's crazy, because I was seeing what you need to build stuff and upgrade things, and I'm like, I could literally just, if I'm good at the game and I'm clicking on heads and I'm a PvP demon, I don't have to loot any materials. I can just get them from old boy and I can just take people's shit.
Mhm. On
Um,
top or on the topic of like taking people's shit, with how much stuff you get in that game, stash feels way too small.
yeah, that was the big thing I noticed immediately. If you're gonna have
Like
a game,
they start you out with like so much stuff that by the time from like your third raid, like your shit's full. You gotta pay 5-10K to get more. Like what was it, like 12 stash slots? Like it was
mm,
very minimal for what you had to like pay for.
yeah, I think it was like 24, but compared to what they start you with, it's like, if you're gonna give me the ability to stash shit, I need the ability to hoard. I need the ability to
Mhm.
have an obscene amount of shit. And those moments where the game is getting in the way of me being able to collect what I want to collect, that kind of just takes me out of it a little bit.
Yeah.
Granted, like I have upgraded stash with my addition in Tarkov. I've paid for additional lines. So maybe I am just used to that. And again, like I said, maybe I'm drawing too many comparisons to Tarkov. Maybe I'm comparing two games that shouldn't be alike. But I feel like if Arc Raiders wants to succeed, they need to be able to be compared to a game like Tarkov, because Tarkov is the extraction shooter. If Arc Raiders wants to survive, they gotta, like, Arc Raiders is the battlefield to Tarkov's Call of Duty in this situation. And if they want to survive and
Of
not,
course it all fucking goes back to COD with your ass, bro.
I mean, it's a good comparison. It's a good comparison. Um,
That's like comparing
exactly, exactly.
no, 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 no. It's like you're comparing vigor to what was
DMZ.
Battlefield's. Yeah, basically, yeah, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I
It-
mean,
it-
they're different.
like,
They
like,
are
like,
different.
like, like like they're on like two separate fucking areas of the spectrum, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I did see some people in Peanuts chat kind of agreeing with us on points where it's like this game is fucking boring. But again, like maybe in the full
I mean,
release when there's more stuff to do.
he was paid to play that, so of course he's gonna have good stuff to say about it.
Oh yeah. Which I mean, I for times I've heard him say that he was genuinely excited for it and he was genuinely enjoying it in the lead up to the server slam. I'll take his word for it. Like, I don't think he has any reason to lie when he's not getting paid to do so, because it's not like these companies wouldn't give him the money regardless to do that, because he's a popular streamer. But um yeah, I mean I'm gonna give it another shot. I'm not writing it off just yet. But I mean I don't I mean, just to go back to what we were saying, I don't see this game really surviving. Nothing about what I saw, what I experienced, what I felt really changed my opinion on this game um
Yeah,
dying.
I really don't see it surviving like more than a year.
Yeah, because I mean, well, if it's a year, because I was gonna say I don't know, because you have a more negative opinion about Tarkov and Nikita than I do. But 1.0 and Arc Raiders come out, around the same time. I don't see Arc Raiders outlasting Tarkov, which, again, granted, Tarkov has a ingrained fan base, I get that. But there are a lot of reasons that people don't
That's
like Tarkov
because
right now.
Nikita has abused us for years.
Yeah.
He has slapped his schmeat on our heads and told us to fucking take it like good boys, bro.
Yeah.
Like this dude is the absolute fucking worst at what he does, bro.
Yeah. Which, again, is kind of where my comparison Battlefield Call of Duty comes in, because you have like SBMM, all this shit where they're not listening to what the player wants and they're just instituting changes purely for their, like, based on their own desires and not based on what the fan base wants. And then you got this new attractive product coming in Battlefield 6, and ultimately we're gonna have to wait and see what that, once their competition comes out, once their competitor comes out, how it's going to impact their numbers, and if any of what your favorite content creators have been telling you, any of what developers, ex Call of Duty devs have been saying about Battlefield. Like, at a certain point, we're going to have numbers and we're going to have hard data that's going to tell us one way or the other if any of it even means anything. And that's the situation that Arc Raiders is in, where they're going to have to beat out their, or not even beat out their competition, but they're going to have to take people from their competition. They are going to have to prove to the people who are fed up with Tarkov and fed up with Nikita that we are the place that you can go now. And ultimately, I think that's what's going to make or break them. And, do I have confidence in them being able to do that right now? Not really. But like I said, I'm leaving my mind open to being proven wrong. So
Yeah, I don't see it surviving at least a year, sadly. Like it could, but I feel like it's gonna flop like really bad.
yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate. At the end of the day, right? I might be a doom and gloom guy on some things, but like I don't want to see these games die. I like having the ability to say, you know what, I like the extraction shooter experience. I don't have to go to this game that I have this love-hate relationship with. I don't have to go with this game that every time I play it, it reminds me of like some bullshit Nikita did, the bullshit that happened in the last wipe with them, like hardcore, all that shit. It would be nice to get the same kick from somewhere else. Um, but it remains to be seen if it's even possible for a different game to give the same sort of feeling as Tarkov does. Because DMZ was just fucking boring. DMZ was boring too.
DMZ had to been like the worst shit
Yeah,
to ever come out of Call of Duty.
I would put console vigor over DMZ.
I'd put PC fucking vigor over DMZ, bro.
I don't know about that. We literally played 3 matches and got hackers in each one and fucking uninstalled it. I at least could play
I don't
DMZ a
give a shit.
little bit.
The only reason why we played DMZ is so we could get free shit from each other, bro.
That is true. We were trying to unlock the M13. That is true.
DMZ ain't nothing but a bitch.
One of the things, this is I brought up the comparisons. One of the things I've enjoyed recently, because I have still been playing Battlefield 6, still not a lot, and it's not because I don't like the game. I like the game. I've just been busy. They increased the they increased the amount of XP you get, like across the board for different things. And it has honestly greatly improved how I feel about the game.
Is that like a like basically just a double XP weekend type shit, or is that permanent?
Permanent. People felt like it was taking too long to level up and unlock guns and unlock attachments, so they sped up the rate of unlocking the first 20 attachments, and they increased the amount of like XP you get towards weapon mastery and for like account level.
Hell yeah.
Which is a W because it feels a lot more rewarding now. Because before it was like, dude, I just want to unlock a bigger fucking magazine. How long is this shit gonna take? But now I'm like, oh, it'll only take a couple matches, or oh shit, I already have it unlocked.
Yeah, your bigger magazine for the XM7 is 4 rounds, bro. Get fucked.
Hey man, honestly, I think I might be on the fucking LMG grind because I've been playing medic, and my medic gameplay has been getting a lot better um as time goes on.
Hell yeah. I really enjoy either medic or assault. Those are like usually my two go to.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of funny shit that the engineers have been doing with the fucking torch writing shit on the walls, but I just don't think engineers my playstyle.
Yeah, I wasn't really ever a fan of engineer like in any of the battlefields. I think I only played engineer once, and that was on a Battlefield 1 because I liked the LMG that it gave you.
I want to get your opinion on something.
What's up?
IGN put out an article, the 10 best survival horror games. I want to get your opinion on where these games are ranked.
Don't you ever bring up IGN to me again, bro. IGN is a bunch of fucking whores, bro. Like
Well,
they actually suck at ranking anything.
let's see. At 10, I was gonna skip this honestly because I don't think either of us know what the fuck this is. I think this person just likes this game and put it in. At 10, they have a game called Clock Tower, which came out in 1995.
Clock.
I have no clue what the
How
fuck this game is.
how dare you not
What?
not knowing what Clock Tower is diabolical. Clock Tower 3 has got to be one of my favorite.
Well, this is Clock Tower
Fav-
1.
it's all the same fucking franchise, bro. If three's good, one's good. If one's good, two's good, bro. Get
I
your shit. How do you not know what Clock Tower is, bro? Clock Tower is gotta be one of the best survival horror franchises ever.
bro, my bad. I was 23 in 1986, bro. Like
I don't give a fuck, bro. Get your life in order, gang.
All right. All right, maybe that was an L take for me. Maybe that was an L take for me. But how do you feel about Clock Tower being at number 10?
The fucking that pissed me off.
How would it make you feel if I told you that at number 9 they had Silent Hill?
Which one? Just the first one?
Just the first one. PS1, 1999.
I can see it. The first one wasn't really the best.
Okay. What do you think you would put at number 8, given what's at the bottom of the list right now?
Uh, fuck, probably Rule of Rose. Rule of Rose fucking sucks.
Well, these are the 10 best. These are bangers. This is a list of bangers.
You're right. You're right. I don't know what the fuck I was going on about. Uh, uh Try Kuon.
It is not Kuon. At 8, they have Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah, this is. I played the demo for this game. I remember back in the day, um, fucking PS4 Share Factory. The demo of this shit came out. I remember I was watching all these people play it, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be so great, man! I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna get all these views." And I literally sat down with the game, and I got so scared that I literally just sat and I didn't do anything. I was like afraid I was gonna get jump scared at every point, and it literally took me like 2 hours to fucking actually build up the courage to even because I closed the game. I was like, I can't. It took me like 2 hours to build up the courage to reopen it and go through it. And then I was like, oh, this really isn't shit. Um, but I mean, yeah, you're gonna bring up Resident Evil Zero again, and I'm trying to work my way through the Resident Evil franchise. I haven't played them.
I wasn't even gonna fucking bring it up. I just want you to know that.
So, at number 7, they have the first Outlast.
Outlast 1 at 7?
Yes, better than Biohazard, better than Clock Tower.
No, no. That's kind of an L take.
If you could swap Outlast with one of the games below it, what would you swap it with?
Clock Tower.
Clock Tower. So you'd move Clock Tower to 7, Outlast to 10.
Yeah, definitely. Outlast 1 was good. I just didn't find it as like scary as like what like other people did. Like maybe I was just like desensitized because I was playing like so many like other like horror games at the time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was good, but it wasn't good. You know, it wasn't
Okay.
memorable.
I mean, it did have Johnsons. It did have a lot of
It it
Johnsons.
it had a whole lot of fucking big booty dudes and Johnsons, bro. I'll tell you
Oh
that.
yeah, double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon. Um,
Facts.
at number 6, I'll give you another chance to guess before we get into the top 5. This is a new franchise that we have not set on this list yet.
A new explain new. Like
Just
recent?
yes, it's this game has come out within the last 2 years.
2 years. Console, PC.
Uh, PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S. Do you want the developer? Or do you want to?
Yeah.
The developer is Remedy Entertainment.
Remedy, that sounds familiar. Let's fucking Google them real quick.
Yeah, this is a game that I don't really know anything about. I've heard about it a lot. I've heard about this franchise.
Alan
Um,
Wake.
yes. Which one do you think it is?
2 since it came in out in the past couple of years.
Yes, Alan Wake 2 is at number 6.
I can see it. I really enjoyed Alan Wake.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Remedy Interactive. Anyways, like Control, all that. I really fucking like it.
Okay. So before we enter the top 5, how are you feeling about IGN's list so far? Is the Clock Tower pick really the only thing you would change?
No, I feel like a lot of these games don't really deserve to be on top 10 like at all.
So you would move a lot of these out of the top 10 completely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Um, do you want to continue going through one by one, or do you want to try to make a prediction at what you think number 1 is on their list, and then we'll find out?
Let's go in one by one, but let me keep guessing. I like this. I like this whole game we're doing.
All right. Number 5, another not new as in it's come out recently, but another new franchise to this list. It has not had a game on this list yet. This game came out in 2010 on PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch.
And the Switch.
You may have seen this game become popular on YouTube. Early YouTube.
Amnesia?
I'll give it to you because I know what you're trying to say. Amnesia, The Dark
Yeah.
Descent.
I'm not gonna lie. You said 2010. I googled 2010 horror games. You said like early YouTube, and I was like, "That's fucking PewDiePie right there, bro.
Yeah.
That's fucking Amnesia: The Dark Descent right there, bro. That
Yes.
dude fucking carried the fucking franchise.
Yeah. So, do you think we're coming into the top 5 swinging, or do you think this is still an L list?
Honestly, knowing how scared I was of A Machine for Pigs, I feel like top 5 is pretty good for that.
Okay. So, number 4. I'm gonna have to be careful with the clues I give. I can only give so many clues for this because I do want you to try to give me a guess this time. I think I jumped the gun on the last one. This game came out in 1996 on the PS1,
96?
Sega Saturn, PC, and Nintendo DS.
Sega Saturn.
Yes, that's going back to your roots.
Is that RE1?
It is, in fact, Resident Evil.
Fucking called it, bro. God, kind of the Sega Saturn kind of gave it away, and plus like
Yeah.
the DS.
Mm. Do you think
That's
higher,
crazy.
lower in the right spot?
Probably a little bit lower, but as a kid, that shit terrified me. I wouldn't be I wouldn't be too mad about it being top five.
Okay. Is there, and maybe, feel free to jump in with this later on as well as we go through the next couple, but um, since you seem wishy-washy on Resident Evil's placement a little bit, is there a game outside of the top five that you would replace Resident Evil with on this list?
Probably not. I feel like all this is kind of good. Like my opinion ain't really shit as a horror game connoisseur.
Okay. Um, at number three, top three, the publisher for this game is Sega, and this
Okay.
released on the PS3 generation of consoles and the PS4 generation of consoles, as well as PC, obviously. It is
Who the
a franchise we have not seen on this list.
I don't think Sega made Isolation, right?
I mean, we'll have to see. It is a game we've been talking about recently.
I played a lot of fucking Sega games because I play the Yakuza games.
Mm.
And the only like horror game that I can think of that Sega made was fucking Isolation.
You want to lock in Isolation?
Yeah,
All
fuck
right.
it.
The game, developed by Creative Assembly and released October 7th, 2014, is Alien Isolation.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
I I like Isolation being in the top three, but that's because I'm a fucking Alien fan. So
Okay, real quick, is 1 and 2 is something I absolutely fucking love. Like are they games I have told you about or have that I've like streamed and shit like that?
they are games that you really like.
Okay.
Whenever I talk to you about like games, these are games that I feel like I hear you being like, I kind of want to replay this because you like it so
Okay.
much.
Okay.
Um, coming in at number two, I do believe this is a franchise that has been on this list, if I'm not mistaken. Um, let's see what hints I can give you without giving it away.
Okay. For number 2, I'm because everybody has like the fucking big top 5 and like one or two of these games is always like top 3 at
Can
least.
I can
I'm
I
going to
give you
say
one hint? Can I give you one hint? Just because I think it's
no.
it's a funny detail. It's a funny little
N-
detail.
Okay.
This game came out 14 days after two airplanes crashed into the Twin Towers.
So after your birthday,
Yes.
um uh
Was it three
so
airplanes? I
it
don't even know.
s- so the top 3 is usually one of these two games. Is it Silent Hill 2 or 3 for number 2?
Number two is Silent Hill 2.
Yep, we called it. Everybody has like the consensus of like Silent Hill being like top 3.
There's an editor's note in here talking about it, and I mean, it's going to narrow down what number one might be, but I feel like you already know what it is. How do you feel about Dead Space not being on this list?
I feel like Dead Space 2 not being on the list is kind of shitty because Dead Space 2 was like really fucking good.
Okay. Are you still feeling like this top five is strong? You think it's stronger than the bottom half of the list?
Definitely with Silent Hill 2 being a number 2 with some other Johns like Isolation being up there. Definitely.
Okay. Do you just want to take a wild guess at number one, or do you want me to run through some hints for you?
Yeah. Fuck up some hints for me real quick.
All right. This game was released on PS4 and PS5 generations, so both current and old gen.
Oh.
Um, it was released 6 years ago. Do you feel like you need anything else?
Yeah, I'm not very good with a new gen
Okay. It is
horror
a
games.
remake.
A remake, okay. RE4 remake?
No,
Okay.
I mean,
Silent Hill 2 remake.
no. This game
Okay.
is developed and published by Capcom.
Fuck! I should know this too, bro, because Capcom's my bitch whenever it comes to horror games. I'm surprised it wasn't RE4 remake.
Do you want a hint that will give you details of the game?
Yes.
Okay. So this was the introduction of the infamous Liquor and Mr. X.
Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yes.
There we go.
Do you think it deserves its number one spot?
No. I definitely think Silent Hill 2 should have been number one. Silent Hill 2 is the OG for like good like psychological horror.
Mm.
And I just feel like RE2 just kind of it definitely deserves top 5, but number 1 is kind of an L.
Okay. So you're really stuck on Resident Evil 4. Do you think RE2 deserves to be on this list, or do you think it needs to be off it? And would you replace it with
I
4?
No, because 4 is influential with how like good it was back in the day.
Mm.
It redefined the survival horror genre. Like it redefined it and made it for what it is today. It deserves this spot. Number 1 now. I
So
definitely would move maybe Silent or not Silent Hill. I would bump uh RE7 remake up to like top 5, or not
mhm,
RE7 remake, RE7 in general, just like high, like top 5.
mhm.
Drop RE2 remake down to wherever um fucking RE7 was at, and then make um Silent Hill 2 number 1.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the given IGN's track record, what do you think about the list as a whole?
Dog shit. It actually is like one of the fucking worst ones like that I've ever came like don't get me wrong, Silent Hill 2 is up there. Silent Hill 3 needs a fucking spot. Definitely not like Rule of Rose or like Haunting Ground, because those are definitely fucking janky on like their own shit.
Mhm.
But like have like some like niche horror ones like fucking Kuon or something, bro. Like Kuon's really good. Or like little bit of like Parasite Eve or something, bro. Like some old school shit instead of like whatever the fuck they got. Hell, even like the fucking PT demo from back in the day would have been like a good fucking like spot for one of these.
Mm.
Like they were not cooking with this. Like, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
Clock Tower being on there is nice, but like uh they kind of fell apart pretty fast with all that.
yeah, I mean, IGN does get a lot of hate, rightfully so in some cases, over a lot of their shit. I mean, I've seen some of the reviews that are pretty fucking bad.
Like hell, bro, put some fucking Turok or something up on there, bro.
Hmm.
I don't even think fucking Turok's a horror fucking game, but put that bitch on there, bro.
Today, Battlefield 6 put out a preview for their Season 1 content.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised they're not already on Season 1, but go ahead.
Season 1 launches October 28th. This is free content. It looks like we are getting...
Not to cut you off, but the fact that people or companies are now moving on to like a free like DLC like for like multiplayer games, I really like that.
Mhm.
I like that a whole lot.
Yeah, like especially if you're gonna have bundles and stuff. I mean, give me like guns and all that kind of shit for free. Give me the maps for free.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting 2 new maps. Blackwell Fields, which looks like just like a oil reserve. And
Ooh,
then
Blackwell. I really liked Blackwell. And give me a sec to Google it.
while you're doing that, I did hear, I don't know which is which. I would assume if you've known Blackwell, if it's a part of the franchise, it's the better one. But I did hear on Twitter someone before this was announced, one of the leakers saying that the maps that were coming, one of them was really good and one of them was just okay. Um,
Maybe it's not the map I was thinking of.
okay. The second map is called Eastwood, and it looks like it's kind of like California hills. So like a mansion. There's a bunch of palm trees. Um, and those maps are coming. Blackwell is coming on October 28th, so with the launch of the season, and then Eastwood is coming November 18th.
Hell yeah! I know you're excited.
Yeah.
I was peeping your gameplay the other day for our podcast because I was watching it,
Mm.
and I'm not gonna lie, a lot of like the base maps that have came with Battlefield are just meh. Like they all look the same. Like to be honest.
Yeah, I mean they play fun. There's one map I can't even think of the name. Let me try to put together like the yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but there's only one map that I'm like I fucking don't like playing on this map. But even then, like I can deal with it. You know, the experience of like the game is so fun that I can deal with a map being bad, which I think
Mm,
is good. Um, but I hope they tweak things here or there, like change like one building, different zones spawn in, that kind of deal. Um, Part of this season extends into December. And December 9th, we're getting a limited time event, Ice Lock Empire State, which is like a winter frozen over version of the Empire State Building. I think that's a limited time event as in like a mode. It's a
yeah.
limited time event map. So that's my bad. So it's gonna be an ice version of the Empire State map. And I like that map. That map's fun.
Hell yeah.
With the October 28th content, it looks like we're getting 3 guns, a new vehicle, a new mode called Strike Point, and a new attachment. The guns are a mini scout sniper, a pistol. It looks like a Glock. It's called the GGH-22, but it just looks like a Glock. Then we're getting a new carbine rifle. Um, November 18th with Eastwood, we are getting a new it's called Battle Pickup's new feature. I'm not entirely sure what it is, to be honest. But we're getting a new shotgun and we're getting a revolver, as well as a new attachment, limited time mode Sabotage, which I've heard a lot of people saying they need some search and destroy. If Sabotage is search and destroy, I think that could go fucking crazy in this game.
Mm,
Um, and then in December we're getting the Ice Lock limited time event, and then the Red Rebel from Tarkov.
the fucking Red Rebel is crazy.
Yeah, and we're getting an ice climbing axe. So, a decent amount of content. I'm hoping those 2 maps are good because I feel like they need some fire ass maps in the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, games definitely need some good maps to make them fun, low key.
Mhm.
Because don't get me wrong, because you could have COD out here, and like COD could have like the best fucking gunplay ever, and it could still not be fun because of the fucking maps.
Yeah. And I think kind of the advantage Battlefield might have is like the maps are so big. I feel like even on maps that are just okay, there's certain parts of the maps that are fun to play in.
Hmm.
Um, but right now there are probably two maps that I could think of where like it really fucking sucks playing from one side. And there's easily a preferable side over the other. Um, but like I said, I don't know if they're gonna make any adjustments. I do have. I don't know if you want to do it this week. You know, maybe we don't. Maybe we just tease. But I do have some Reddit stories. If you want to do some Reddit,
Probably not. Probably not this week. Probably not this week.
probably not this week.
Yeah. Probably wait till our guest arrives.
Okay, okay. Um, well, I just know for next week. Next week I got some heat ready to
Some
go.
bangies. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, I guess you know I've been wanting to bring it up again. How are you feeling about your current I guess content style on your channel? Do you think there's anything um you want to change, or do you think do you think you've like found a good spot? You feel like you're happy with everything you're doing right now?
I mean, I like mine for what I like to do. I definitely think I might change it eventually if I ever if like it gets like a little bit too stale.
Okay. What what before with your content do you think made you want to change what you're doing now?
Fucking how fucking dog shit editing is.
So you're like, I'm just going to streaming. Fuck it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hell yeah.
I really hate fucking editing with a passion, bro. It's not fun at all.
Mm.
I don't know how you put up with it. I mean, like, I'll edit shit to make shorts, but that's really about it.
Mm. Yeah. I mean, I think it's just because I've been doing it for so long. I just don't mind it. I'm just used to it. I'm used to the
That shit
pain.
makes me wanna fucking blow my shit smooth off. And I mean schmoove. I don't mean smooth. I mean smooth.
Yeah, I have some videos that I'm gonna make um this week. I've decided.
On the topic, on the topic, when's RE0 coming out?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey bro, I gotta reinstall the game first.
Hey, bro, play that shit right now. On stream, bro. Do it.
Yeah. I mean, because you said that's the only game that's like side scrolly, right?
No,
Oh
no.
fuck. Ugh.
RE1's also fixed cameras.
Oh god. I'm just gonna have to try to fucking get through them in a day. I'm gonna have to get through both of them in a day and just so I can get past it. 'Cause it's just not my style of game. I thought all of them were gonna
You're
be like
such a
the newer
bitch
ones,
whenever it comes to that,
bro.
bro. Like you play COD, but you can't just man up and do some fixed cameras, bro.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Cold Fear is fixed cam, but I like that
Yeah,
game,
I'm
so it's
pretty sure.
different.
Not liking RE0 or RE1 is
No, I
kind of
will say
diabolical.
I'm liking RE0 so far. Like as a game, I'm liking it. It's just the fixed cam. I got to get used to
Don't get attached to fucking Billy Midnight over there.
it, bro. But I wanted to see their sex scene, bro.
They don't got one, bro. I'm pretty sure Rebecca's underage in that game.
Editor, cut that out. I did not know that. But also those
I think she's
fucking.
actually like 19.
I was gonna say those jacked Navy SEALs sent this little fucking girl, this 12-year-old, on a fucking train full of fucking zombies.
I'm pretty sure Rebecca's like 19 in that one.
Okay. I see what they're
RE
marketing
0
to.
and 1 or RE 0 and 1 take place shortly after each other.
Okay.
But yeah, don't get attached to fucking Billy Five Ass, bro. They literally said fuck him, bro, and I'm so mad because he's by far one of my fucking more favorite male characters in the series.
I mean, it do kind of look like a twink.
He don't look like a twink, bro. Have you seen his skins, bro? That man
No.
is ripped.
I mean, I've
In
only
one
seen
of
him with
his
a beater on.
in one of his skins, he gets a fucking tribal tat, bro. He is not a twink, bro.
I stand corrected then.
How many twinks do you know got tribal tats?
5.
Cap. You don't even talk to twinks.
But yeah, I have some ideas. There's some stuff I want to make. I want to get cooking on. One of
Yeah,
the things.
definitely get the RE series out because honestly, I definitely think your series could go low key crazy if you do all the RE games just
Mhm.
on like hardened mode and just all that.
Yeah. One of the things I want to get you involved in, I want to do a fucking whatever it's called, like Iron Man fucking Ready or Not run with you, bro.
Oh, the yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't
Mm.
think Iron Man on Ready or Not's co-op.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah, no.
Damn. Well, that kind of fucking ruins my mood. That ruins my plans a little bit, but no, I got some ideas. I think I got to
I
record
mean,
like a
we could probably fuck around and go on like really hard mode and just
yeah.
like if one of us dies, we're just over and we gotta reset the game.
Yeah. I'd be down for that. But I think I got to record a couple different videos and like edit them all before like releasing, cuz every and you can attest to this, every single time I've taken a break and I've come back, my style has completely changed. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if mentally I'm evolving and I'm just like over time I'm like watching
You're
certain kinds of
devolving,
content.
bro. You're devolving, bro. You gotta stick to funny moments, bro.
You want me to stick the funny moments, bro?
Yes, bro. That's
I
what I'm gonna
mean,
do whenever I fucking edit my shit, bro. Fuck everybody else.
I mean, you know, I may have some plans for that. I may have some plans for that,
I'm
you
gonna
know.
edit what I like, bro. I'm gonna edit how I like, how when I want, bro. Like you and your fucking dirty ass, whatever you got going on right now is L takes, bro.
What do you mean, bro? Um,
L takes. That's what you got.
yeah, I feel like every time I come back, I like my style changes. So I got to figure out how I can differentiate my channels from each other. Um, so it doesn't feel exactly the same.
I'm telling you, bro. If you like my editing style, put me in the booth, bro. I will cook up something fierce for you. Because I definitely think ever since I started editing on my PC, like I definitely think my humor has got a little bit more funny. I
Mm.
like it.
Also, just a reminder for everyone at home, this is the guy that 5 minutes ago was saying that he fucking hates editing. And he's talking about put me in the booth.
Put me in the booth, bro. Pay me, and I will.
Oh, pay you and you will. Okay. I see where your true motivation lies. Fuck.
Hey, if your true motivation don't lie with money, bro, what are you doing in life? Being broke. That's what you doing. Call me Mr. Moneybags over here.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's rich. That is rich. Oh my god. The richest thing about you is what you just said, bro.
The richest thing I got in my fucking crib right now is my PC, bro. Hey, bro, I'm rich with love, bro. I don't know what you talking about. Get
On
your
God,
life
bro.
in order, bro.
On God, bro. Bro's flush with pussy.
Hey, bro. Hey, fucking Mr. fucking bro over, I almost fucking said his name. Mr. Bro over here can get all my love, bro. With a little fucking twink ass.
um, but yeah, I think a big issue for me is procrastinating. But I think I've gotten to a point where I have the motivation I need to just go ahead with some plans. Because the podcast like schedule and the routine of getting everything ready has helped me like a lot, even just with like my fucking regular life, having a fucking schedule of doing things when I'm not just going to work every day.
Mine's just
Helps.
straight fucking lack of motivation, bro. I fucking hate doing all this shit.
Put you in the booth. Um
Put me, bro. Pay me $5 to get me on Fiverr, bro. Get me on Fiverr, bro. Well, watch how fast I'll cook up a COD edit for some 12-year-old dude trying to 360 no scope some dude, bro.
$5 COD edits.
Hell yeah, bro.
um yeah, I
But no,
mean,
like ever since I got that fucking strike on my shit, I've just been unmotivated to really do anything on my shit until that shit goes away.
yeah, which I mean, like I was saying before, like I mean, we talk a lot about the podcast and different ideas for it. Off of here, obviously. We don't want to give away all the secrets. Um, but I think a lot of what the rest of this year is going to be, honestly, is just getting a proven system down, like a proven schedule, a proven content plan. Um, that way, next year, for our own personal channels, we can really start going crazy again because we've been trying to do YouTube for a while, just like on and off hobby and just making videos for for the love of the
Just
game.
doing it for the love of the game type shit.
Yeah, exactly. And we've fallen off and gotten back on several times. I mean, how many times have I stopped and started? Like fucking six. And that's what I was saying. Like my editing style changes every time because I'll be gone for like 8 months and I come back and I'm like, you know, when I was in high school, like I'm literally a different person in 8 months. Um, and my interests change and the kind of content I watch changes, so my inspiration changes.
And then
Um,
you got me over here being away for like a year and a half, not uploading and just coming back with the same shit, bro.
I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, necessarily. I think the best thing you can do, starting out is just making the kind of content that you want to watch. Um, a big thing that I feel like kind of got me demotivated before with making funny moments is in my own life, I just became less interested in funny moments content, and I think I should I probably shouldn't have let that make me stop uploading altogether. I probably should have tried to pivot and try something else, shake things up a little bit. Um, and I think now I'm at the place where I can do that. I have different channels now. I have this kind of content, which I've always thought would be awesome to do. Like fucking, I mean, we said it before. I don't want to just constantly repeat ourselves every episode, but fucking running to Northwest on on fucking Daisy, just podcasting to each other, fucking talking about life, and then being like, damn, like we just gotta fucking start a podcast. Um,
A shout out fucking PlayStation server or Daisy server fucking 94x loot, bro.
on
They were
God,
some
bro,
goats over there.
on God, there were some legends, and then when those legends fucking fucked off, we went to
Moved over.
97.
Yeah, because they were out here beefing with some dude on there, and they were like, you know what, let's run 20 deep on their ass over on 97. I'm like, all
Mm-hmm.
right, bro, have fun.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I think. I mean, truthfully, this fucking ad is playing. I don't know why I fucking broke character for a second. Um. Truthfully, I think this year is just going to be kind of like a laying the foundation. And then next year is when I think me and you both are gonna really try to go hard in the paint, um, and get back into it. Because I mean, like I said, I think I need a schedule in my spare time as well as with my real job. When I have nothing going on and I'm just aimlessly doing whatever to just literally waste time, basically. Um, it's just, oh my god, bro, my motivation levels go so down, and even for like it'll affect like my motivation at work too, bro. Because I'll wake up and I'm like, bro, I literally restarted on Mad Games Tycoon 2 for the 18th time.
Bro, the amount of games that you play and you decide to restart, it low key pisses me off whenever we're trying to do something. And you're like, oh yeah, bro, I started a new character. I'm like, damn, bro,
Uh,
whatever.
Character progression, it is starting to piss me off too. Because I'm like, damn, I'm always restarting. I'm never gonna fucking complete this game. The game of life, you can't restart the game of life. That's the thing. Maybe it's escapism. Maybe I'm obsessed with trying to restart.
I can
Um,
restart my life right fucking now, bro. Where my Gen 4 at? Watch me.
um, but yeah, I mean, I don't know how similar or dissimilar like the stuff we've gone through is from what other small creators go through. I imagine it's probably more similar than anything.
I definitely feel like other like small creators would have probably just given up by now.
Yeah, I mean, because we've been doing this shit for so fucking long, like so fucking long. Um,
Like either they have like quit or like they've gotten lucky and was like, oh yeah, bro, I'm out here with like 4K subs, bro. I'm actually making a little bit of bread off this.
because I mean, fucking, I mean, I still don't even really know what I'm doing. Like the biggest channel I've ever gotten was like 108 subscribers. You know, um,
Hey, I'm trying, bro, with my little 32 subs over here, bro.
yeah, man, fucking paving the way for success. You know, um, but honestly, I think at the end of the day, like doing this for me, like this podcast in particular, it isn't even like a, you know, a thing where I'm banking on the podcast being successful. Honestly, it's just, you know, at the end of the day, it is just a cool thing to do with the homie. It's a cool way to, you know, have some guests on, meet some new people in the community, you know. Um,
We're just hoping that like if like it does fucking blow up, we'll be able to keep everybody entertained. Hopefully
yeah,
they'll like us for us.
yeah. Because I mean, that's a big thing we've talked about too. Is, you know, I get the way the algorithm is, and I know there's words they don't like. I just I can't change the way I talk. I can't change the kinds of things I like talking about, the way I talk about things. To an extent, don't get me wrong. Like I feel like, you know, there's stuff I can get better at, like fucking calling people bitches and shit. Like I could probably tone that down a little bit.
I
Because it
ain't
probably
coming at them, bro. You got me
um
fucked up thinking I'm not gonna finna call people the F slur. Almost said it.
um but like, because at the end of the day, I'm not doing this to please the algorithm. I'm not trying to build like, some kind of fucking. I won't call out a podcast because I mean I don't really listen to a wide variety. I wouldn't know who to call out.
Yeah,
Um,
because you only listen to lolcows, bro.
oh, I've listened to like 2 episodes of the local podcast, bro.
I wasn't even talking about the lolcow podcast. I was just talking about Wings of Redemption being on that one, bro. Out here listening to his lolcows, bro.
Bro, PKA is not a lolcow podcast, bro. Wings used to
He,
be on it back in the
the
day
peak,
before he was a
the
lolcow.
peak The PKA sounds like a local podcast in general, bro.
Get the
Don't
fuck
deny it.
out. You're just a hater, bro. You're just a hater, bro.
I'm hating on anything that's not the uninstalled, bro.
Oh god, bro. Uninstalled podcast on top. Um, but yeah, I think yeah, just more than anything, like I want a medium. Um, where I can just be myself, man. I can be myself with my homie. We can just be genuinely us, you know, maybe to a
I just feel
fault,
like
but
a lot of the other podcasts out here are run by goobers.
run by goobers, huh?
Run by goobers.
Yeah. Um, and we have a strict no gooba policy over here.
I have a no goober policy. Or not even a no goober because that one dude. I just got like a no rage bait policy, bro. Fuck anybody who's out here trying to rage bait motherfuckers. I'm not finna be rage baited on my own podcast. You got
Yeah,
me
I
fucked up.
mean, yeah, because my vision is just like I want this to literally be how we sort of got the idea, like, hey, we should do a podcast, which is just shooting the shit with the homie. We're on Daisy trying to escape the stress of the day. We both just got back from work and we're like, yeah, let's go and try to get some M4s and play carriers and just chill. And maybe there's nights where we'll open up and talk about stuff that's on our mind. Maybe there's nights where we're just really going to be talking about nothing, and maybe there's episodes that aren't as entertaining as maybe we would want to be if we were trying to be the most entertaining. um but like I said, just being genuine, perhaps to a fault at times, but
I'm not gonna lie to y'all, chat listeners, watchers, whatever. The dude you are listening to over here, like, it ain't a fucking character, bro. It is literally just me, bro. I am playing myself, bro.
yeah,
And I feel like if y'all don't fuck with that, bro, like maybe this podcast ain't for you. But
yeah,
I appreciate whoever out here listening because my fucking goofy ass out here talking about femboys and shit. Y'all homies.
yeah. I mean, we anyone that gives it a shot, and takes a chance to hear us out, and the majority of people probably aren't going to even be listening this far into the podcast this early on, um but it's something I want to continue talking about, is just our perspective on things, especially starting out, because I mean I feel like a great thing that a podcast can offer is feeling like, you know not to the extent that it becomes parasocial, but feeling like um you're a part of the conversation with the boys. And like I was saying, like, I want this to be a chill vibe. We're never um going to bring things like politics into this. I avoid politics like the plague in general anyway. um
I'm gonna bring politics into it. Just want you to know.
yeah, he has a lot of hard stances on topics. um
You goddamn right about it. Hate anybody that's not me.
um yeah, which, I mean, granted, I try not to bring up anything too crazy. We know we did talk about the Emiru thing today. But at the end of the day, um I think it's important to talk about some things in this space, in the community, when we're trying to create safer spaces for creators and also fans of creators as well. um I think it's important to at least discuss it, rather than ignoring everything. But there's certain things that we're just not going to drag into the show, because and it's not because you know we're trying to hide what our opinion is on a certain thing. It's not because we feel like you know we'll be called out for what our take is on something. It's just because, genuinely, when the podcast is off and me and Dave are chilling, we're vibing, we don't talk about that shit. We just don't. So it,
There's probably like one or two instances where we have, and we were just like, we're just fucking tired of life, bro. Like everything going on right now is fucking bullshit. We're just out here living our fucking life, and
mhm,
until I inevitably blow my shit smooth off at the age of 28.
yeah, and and a lot of that was around COVID, because I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
We've talked about before, as fun as COVID was, I mean, there was a lot of times where we were like, bro, fucking, come on, bro. Like, how long is this shit gonna go on for? Um,
On some lighter notes, let's just end that there, because fuck all that, right?
fuck all
On
that.
some lighter, on some lighter notes, I got a story to tell y'all. I brought it up to Big Bro like before we started. I got something to tell y'all. So, little story time from Moon over here for you. Around like 2 or 3 years ago, um, we had some neighbors. They weren't the best neighbors because they were low key running a fucking puppy mill out their crib, right?
Low key, very low
It
key.
wasn't no fucking low key, bro. It was high key. They were out here they were out here trapping puppies like it was dime bags. And so one day I'm over here in the shower, right? Like I hop out because somebody's knocking on the door. I'm over here trying to get dressed. My mom opens the door, and my neighbor came over mid stroke, not mid
Wait,
stroke.
so bro, like, you're telling me bro came up to the door like fucking like cranking the
Not
fucking.
not cranking hog, and it wasn't a him. It was bro's wife. She
Mm.
came over in the middle of having a stroke.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And was like, "Can y'all call the hospital?"
Oh, that's so fucked up.
And my mom was like, "Huh?" Because she wasn't fucking pronouncing shit how she should have, because she was having a stroke, bro.
How did it sound?
I don't fucking know. I was getting dressed.
If you had to
And
guess.
hospital. Call hospital. Hospital, please. And so Shorty came over mid stroke and was like, "Yo, call the goddamn hospital, bro. I'm dying." And so my mom calls the fucking ambulance, and we have uh, a fucking fire department literally fucking right around the fucking corner from my shit. They came hauling ass, bro. And literally, like, I don't know if like Shorty died, but like a week or two, like after that incident, bro, they moved. I hate to say it, but I think Shorty fucking died from that.
Damn. R.I.P.
Shorty came over, fucking was like hospital now, call, and I'm just over here like, damn, that's crazy. Like, glad to see like y'all had to get rid of your puppy mill, but goddamn.
I think my favorite part about your story time segment is that you said on a lighter note to start it off.
I mean, that is a lighter note, bro. She
Okay.
might have died, but she
Okay.
might have not have died.
That is facts.
If
We may never know.
chance.
There
I
is
sure as hell won't.
there is no update to that Reddit story.
Ugh. IRL Reddit story for you boys.
I don't think I've ever came across someone that was in the middle of like a fucking health crisis.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. Well, I'll tell you that.
I mean,
I
especially
I
something like that.
literally I literally rushed out of the shower because I thought it was like somebody like knocking on my door.
Mm.
Well, it was somebody knocking on my door, but I thought it was like something like important. Not that having a
You thought it
stroke
was
isn't
something
important.
important. Okay.
not not like needing to call the ambulance because having a stroke isn't important, but
You thought you thought your new issue of Ebony was coming in.
yeah, my new Playboys, you know. But my new subscription to Hustler magazine was coming in, and they needed to deliver it discreetly.
Ah, yes.
But yeah, bro, she came over fucking having a stroke and was like, "Yo, I can't call the hospital because I don't speak English, but call the hospital for me."
Damn.
Ugh. But yeah, bro, they were out here trapping puppies like crazy.
Were those the same
Like
people that had the fucking chickens?
no, those are my current neighbors.
Oh, okay.
They literally got chickens like 2 years ago, I think.
Mm.
They on the topic of their chickens, a few months ago I was mowing my yard, and they got out of their fence and one got hit by a fucking car.
Oh my god. Well,
Yeah.
you've heard it here first, folks. The Uninstalled podcast solved the riddle of why the chicken crossed the road. He didn't. He fucking died. He got murdered.
One was one got hit by the car while the other tried to just fucking fly away, bro. But I don't think fucking chickens can fly, so he was just trying to fucking run back into the yard.
Jesus.
It was brutal, bro. Like have you ever seen a chicken explode, bro?
I can't say that I have.
It's basically how you would imagine it. It's crazy. And like the people that drive down my street, bro, they go like fucking 40,
Oh
bro.
yeah.
They don't slow down. So you could imagine what that looked like, bro. It looked like there was a whole fucking murder scene out there.
Oh yeah. You live in the
On
fucking
the
hood.
topic on the topic of a murder scene, I want to give y'all another story. So I moved into this crib like I don't know, like 10 years ago. Or yeah, 10 years ago, because I was a freshman in high school. Literally within like the first like 2 months of like us moving in here, bro, somebody got shot in my yard.
Damn.
And like fucking forensics had to come out looking for like fucking like casings and everything. They never fucking found any. But like somebody got shot in our fucking yard. Like there was like a whole like big ass blood stain on my grass for like 3 weeks, bro. It was crazy.
Dog. I don't know how you haven't gotten the fuck about the ghetto, bro.
And then shortly after the dude got shot, me and my sister were walking home from the high school, and there was a drive-by that happened right around the corner. We heard the fucking gunshots, and we heard the tires. We had to run home, bro. Like it was crazy. It was a hectic few months. It definitely has quieted down ever since then, but it was definitely crazy. It was definitely crazy.
Yeah, sounds pretty crazy. I'd say so.
It sounds like it was the ratchet, bro. What do you expect?
Bro, it's crazy the different like environments we grew up in where like you have all these experiences and I'm like, I've lived around old people my whole life. Like nothing crazy
You
has
got
ever happened on my
people
street.
throwing fucking pineapple parties, right? Throwing fucking diddle parties and shit, right?
I mean shit, probably I had some fucking we met some neighbors recently. Um and I was like, oh, we were like they came up to us. So I mean, this isn't a crazy story time, but it's just you're meeting neighbors where I'm fucking out in the yard bringing in groceries, and then someone just gives us like the hey, what's going on, which is basically they're gonna come and fucking have a conversation with you whether you like it or not. Um, and we're like, oh, how long have you guys lived here? And they're like, oh, 5 years. And we're like, okay,
Damn.
so you're just now introducing yourself. Um, and they seemed a little weird. I don't know. I haven't exactly gauged what kind of weird yet, but uh, yeah. I mean, I
Just
live.
weird.
Yeah, I mean, literally just weird. I live around a bunch of uninteresting people. Like the most interesting thing that happened was Our neighbors next door had chickens. Um,
What Mexican neighbors don't have chickens though?
these people are white.
I mean, my neighbors are down one, so
um, they had chickens because I guess like fucking why not? May as well. And they had them for a while, and then they had like the chickens, and they had this fucking big ass garden they were growing, and they had like all these vegetables. And then, every night they'd give us like some eggs, they'd give us some shit. But there's this one guy I would always hear him fucking yelling about something. That lives like not next to us, but in the property, some other property on the
adjacent.
street. Yeah, adjacent. I don't want to give away exactly like where it's at, so the layout doesn't fucking get too specific. But a different person, on the block, so to speak, was like, "Hey, your fucking shit's coming over into my yard. Like I don't like it. I'll fucking call the city." Um, and I heard this huge fucking argument going on outside, and I go to let my fucking dog out, and I see the guy that lives next door like fucking stomping back into the house. And I saw the fucking neighbor standing back by the fence, and I was like, fucking, I don't know what just went on, but my dog needs to fucking take a shit and come back inside because I'm not dealing with it. And of course, Patches being Patches, bro, fucking lollygagging, taking a sweet ass fucking time, smelling the fucking roses and shit. Um, Keeps me out there forever. My neighbor comes back out, and bro, this dude just starts absolutely ripping up like all of his fucking garden.
Jesus Christ.
And I guess what happened was he went inside, bro. I feel so bad for that guy. He got bitched out by his neighbor, and then went back inside. And old girl inside bitched him out about, well, why don't you just take the
Hell
plants up?
nah,
So then
bro.
he came over and just
Hell
ripped
nah.
up his entire fucking garden. And then on top of all of it, like fucking 6 months later, that same neighbor that was fucking beefing with them called the city on their fucking chickens, and they took their chickens away.
I don't condone beating women,
I
but
don't think this is.
but
I don't think this is an example. Uh, that. What?
I definitely feel like she needed to get a fucking 1-2 combo, just real fucking fast right in the chin.
That is a wild jump. That is an
Pull
insane
pull
jump.
a pull a combo like 1950s dinner burnt out on the table. Bring this out here, fucking wailing on your fucking wife because she cheated on you at bridge and then couldn't fuck couldn't fucking cook dinner or something, bro.
Well, a good thing you're into femboys, not women, because I don't know if that would be the
You're
appropriate
right.
way to handle that situation.
I
Um,
mean, I think that was a reasonable crash out right there. I
Reasonable
I think
crash out.
I think he should have put that bitch in the hospital.
We're gonna change the topic. I don't think that's quite the reasonable crash out you're making it out to be, but um, yeah, all my like weird, like kooky, strange experiences are like when I've ventured out of my, not my, I don't actually live in a cul-de-sac, but my cul-de-sac. Like when I've gone out of my little area, because my area, the area I grew up in, has been fine for the most part. It's gotten kind of weird in the past couple years. Um, but I definitely haven't had someone bleed out in my fucking front yard, which actually I've had blood in my fucking yard before. Um, so TLDR, years and years ago. Um,
Bro was like 6 at the time.
yeah. I think it actually was.
Damn.
There was a shooting in our area, and there was a guy on the run. They were looking for him. He was on foot. Like they had like literally like helicopter in the air, like the whole fucking thing. And they had fucking actual like fucking. I was a little kid. Maybe everyone looked like a SWAT guy, but it looked like actual like SWAT dudes, like tactical up. Um, that they called in for our property.
Damn.
They're looking for this guy, and we have this um I don't know. I gotta describe it weird. It's gonna make me sound like I'm fucking bougie, and I got it like that. I
You're
don't.
autistic.
But there's this other structure on the property, um, that it is so dilapidated and so fucked up that the fucking front shit doesn't close all the way, and there's a gap. Um, so these fucking cops are like patrolling the area, and they call on the fucking jump out boys. They call them the fucking heavy duty operatives to fucking inspect our shit because they think that some dude's fucking hiding in there. And it's like, bro, the only thing hiding in there is the fucking dead dreams of the fucking people that lived here before. The fucking there's a fucking like sandbox and shit in there from when I was a kid. Um, some fucking shingles like that and fucking spiders. Like
Bro's
that's all that's in there.
dreams are just surrounded by his childhood in there.
Yeah, literally. And these fucking cops busted open our gate. Like our gate's been broken for years because they literally like they broke our gate. They forced their way into our backyard. Like, did they have to have a warrant for that? I don't even know because they like literally broke into our backyard. And
Probably not if it's SWAT and they have like reasonable cause type shit.
Yeah, because like they were actively looking for someone, but they busted in, broke our shit, and then looked in the fucking thing, and lo and behold, dude's not in there. Oh my god, who would have thought? So we had that happen. And my whole life, right, is, you know, it's not that crazy of a story, but my whole life, I'm telling people this is like it's crazy that this happened. It'll never happen again. Well, fucking guess what? This dude gets stopped like 2 blocks away from where I live at. Gets pulled over by the cops. Has warrants. They felony stop him. Bro gets out of the fucking car and starts booking it. And guess where he fucking ends up?
Yo garage.
Bro pulls up on my block on foot, running from the fucking police. It looks at my backyard, looks at our fence, and is like, I think I can get over that fence. And this dude, I've only seen things similar in the Olympics when they're in that like fucking sand pit where like this dude is like the fucking longest strides I've ever seen, getting ready to hurtle over this fence. Takes 3 big steps, launches himself, and I'm like, holy shit, he's actually gonna do it. And the fucking like bottom of his fucking True Religion jeans catches the fucking fence, right? And it like flings him like a fucking ball on a string, just face plant into the fucking dirt. And he just eats absolute fucking shit, bro. It busted him up, and there was like he started bleeding. And bro's like trying to fucking get up. Our yard's like fucking uneven as shit. And there was mud and dog shit all over the place, so he was probably slipping and falling everywhere, but he ends up losing his balance. And in the meantime of him like collecting himself after he fucking face planted after he got launched into the ground by the fence, dog, I don't know what kind of training program our local police department has, but they got to get some fucking Ozempic for some of these cops, because this
I feel like that's 90% of the police force in America.
Bro, like you say about this one person we used to know back in the day, this fucking absolute unit built like a motherfucking mini fridge comes running out fucking 5x goddamn plate carrier on. By some miracle, he's like, oh, I'm not gonna bust into their gate with their lock, that would break it, right? So he's like, I'm gonna climb over the fence.
Oh my fucking god.
To quote Skip Bayless, the girth and tonnage that this man possessed as he's climbing over sets the fucking like bottom of his ass cheek on it as he's coming over, collapses the metal bar on the top of the fence.
Damn.
And just completely fucks the entire section of fence as he fucking moseys on over to the guy who's like face down in like fucking dog shit or something because he fucking ate shit. And they fucking arrested the guy, and I went out there and there was blood in the yard, and I was looking at the cops, and I was like, y'all gonna do something about that? And they're like, it'll be fine. And I was like, okay, yeah, will it? Yeah. Will it? Like, am I just supposed to let the rain fucking wash this out? Is my dog gonna get fucking AIDS or some shit? I don't know what this guy has. If he has fucking...
Pretty much, they literally didn't do shit about the blood in my yard either. They were like, That'll go away in a few weeks.
Yeah, and then, oh my god, dude, I literally I look at the cop, I look at the fence, I look back at the cop, and I'm like, so what are we gonna do about this? And he was like, I don't know. I was like, what do you mean you don't know? Now I was like, can I can we fucking are we gonna be able to get the city to fix this? And he was like, oh, you'd have to talk to your insurance about that. And I was like, I'm not the fucking homeowner, so I don't know about this. I had to fucking talk to my mom. I had the fucking idea. I was like, well, let me get their fucking report number. And I got the info from the dude. And long story short, the fence is still fucked up. So
Next time I'm over at your fucking crib, or you're gonna have to show me the fucking linebacker dent.
dude. That fucking bro. When you see it, you're gonna be like, how fat do you have to fucking be? How big does your fucking ass have to be to bust a fence this fucking bad? Because like, I've seen some fences that were like dented in a little bit, like maybe like a fucking kid was trying like WWE, like fucking off the ropes, fucking, you know. Dog, this shit is like, I had to have been 800 pounds.
Jesus Christ, that boy
Had
was
to have
fat.
been.
That boy was big. He was a big boy.
Big girthy boy. But like that's
crazy.
That's the craziest shit that's happened. But it's one of those things where like how your area was like heating up and then it cooled off. My area is kind of heating up right now, so I'm like, well, fucking, I wonder what's gonna be fucking next, because nothing crazy ever happened in my area since like that first time that they fucking busted our shit.
I mean, to be honest, you also do live closer to the east side than what you do or what I do. So
I technically I'm on the north side, and I have been informed. I have been informed actually, and I've seen video evidence that I live in gang territory, so that's interesting. I literally saw. Should I say this, or should I wait a little while? I'll probably wait a little while. But I've seen evidence of the activities going on in my area online. I could probably send it to you after the podcast, but it was blowing my mind, the fucking the dumb shit these motherfuckers are doing, dude. Yeah, I can't fucking believe what these motherfuckers are up to. But you know, I like to think that my nice, you know, predominantly white neighborhood is gonna stay peaceful, but we'll have to see.
It's not.
Yeah, no.
My area is starting to get gentrified, sadly. There's a whole lot of new white folks over here that we've never seen before a day in our life, and we're wondering why they're all over here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to judge the area you live at, but that definitely would stand out where you live at.
You fucking judge my shit every time you come over, bro. You sit outside my crib and lock your doors because you scared, bro.
And and this is
It ain't that bad, bro.
Oh, it's not that bad. Meanwhile, this guy is like, oh yeah, bro, we saw someone on our cameras like looking in our windows and shit.
We did, bro. Fuck them, though. That's why I gotta sit.
You got into a fucking verbal argument with a YN walking your block.
that did happen too. Okay. Oh, okay. I can see where you're coming from, giving me all these experiences back, bro. I'm sorry. My fault.
Someone literally died in your front yard. Like, it's not that bad.
He didn't die.
Oh, do you know for a fact?
Yes. Because it was my neighbor that got shot. He's still walking around.
Wait, was this neighbor related to the lady that had a stroke?
No.
So multiple neighbors that you have had near-death experiences on your property.
Yes, even my mother has had a near death experience on our property.
Were you guys the
'Cause
people that shot him? Like,
No, because we just moved in. Like that happened like 2 weeks after we moved in. My mom had a heart attack. That dude got shot, and Shorty was technically she wasn't on our property. She came over onto our property while she was having a stroke.
well, technically on the property, you know.
Technically not on the property because it didn't happen on our property.
If I was taking a shit on the sidewalk on public property, and I
It happened at her crib, and she walked over to us. Bro.
and I meandered over, I waddled over and brought my shit trail into your yard, I would like to think that I am now taking a shit on your property. I did in some way take a part of my shit on the property, which I think means I took a shit on your property. So I think she did have a near death experience on your property.
Whatever. Whatever.
What plans do you have for Halloween? Are you guys gonna pass out fucking switches and fentanyl to the fucking kids?
Most likely switches. Most likely.
Okay.
I bought like a 24 pack off of Alibaba.
Yeah, I mean the Timu ones are cheaper.
Yeah, but I found some on Alibaba that was purple, and I
Ooh.
feel like all the jits will like those with the Snickers bar. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I mean, I
we're
think.
we're 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 out here passing switches out of the trunk, getting everybody 10 to 15. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna be on my freeway Rick Ross shit. I'm probably gonna, whip some up with the stew, get the baking soda out. Um, but I mean, we're not gonna be doing anything too crazy, not too crazy,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't passed out candy in fucking years. And I kind of feel bad because I'm like, well,
We do it
slowly,
every year because
slowly, I feel like Halloween is dying, especially in my neighborhood. Like, no one gives out candy anymore, and I'm like, fuck.
your neighborhood's the type of people to give out Bibles and apples, bro.
I have gotten an apple on my street before
Yeah,
when I
that's
was a
crazy.
kid.
That's crazy. We give out the good shit because not everybody is privileged in our neighborhood, so might as well let the kids have some fun every year, you know.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, fucking one of these years, I think I'm gonna just say fuck it and buy a bunch of candy and give it out. I don't think this year's the year though.
Hey, bro, come over to my crib, bro. We'll give you a Snickers and a Switch for $3.99.
Shit.
The pack of Skittles might have a little bit of Fint in it, but don't mind that. Don't mind that.
I mean, bro, Halloween's changed so much since I was a fucking kid. You dressed up for Halloween, right?
Yeah, back whenever I was like 9, I think. I think that was the last time I did that.
Did, are there any like
I, I
costumes
did a
that
Darth.
you remember
I
that
did
are
a
like your favorite?
yeah. I dressed up as Darth Vader. That was a few sizes too small because my fucking aunt hated me and made me fucking squeeze into that bitch. I dressed up as a pirate, and my aunt ripped the little fucking clip on like skeleton thing like off my ear one day because you're like that like my aunt was homophobic, so she was just like, don't wear that, that's gay. And I'm over here like, damn, bro, like that's crazy. I'm just trying to be a pirate, bro. So she ripped that off my ear. Uh and then the last one I remember, because this was all like uh the Darth Vader one was whenever I was like fucking 9.
Mm.
The pirate one whenever I was like 7 or 8, and then the fucking um I think I was like a Power Ranger one year whenever I was like fucking 6. But that one wasn't abusive though, I'll tell you that one. That one was just casual. That one wasn't abusive.
Hmm.
Yeah, those are the last 3 that I ever remember doing.
Okay. Um, I think the big ones for me was I was uh Batman from the Dark Knight, and I was a vampire one year.
Hell yeah.
The vampire one sticks out to me because I can still taste the fucking fake blood that came with the costume in my mouth. That shit was fucking disgusting.
Mhm. On the
Um,
topic of me being a pirate, I only remember it because I shoved my sister while we were running up to somebody's house and she broke her ankle. The only reason why I remember being a pirate. But yeah, go ahead.
oh, I did have a couple years where like I like cheated the system where like I played not like serious hockey, but I played some hockey when I was a kid. So there was a year where like I went as a hockey player, which is basically just like I just wore the equipment that I already had. I wasn't even a costume. Did you ever have any years like that where you were like, oh, I'm a fucking ghost, dude. I got a bed sheet on. Like, give me candy, bitch.
No, because they probably would have thought I was in the fucking clan with that one.
Oh yeah, where you're at? Yep.
No, because you got to remember, I didn't move up here until I was like 14.
Oh, true. Yeah. Oh well, yeah. Well, you would have been blended in with the crowd down there.
I would have, because up until I was like 14, I lived in Kentucky.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna send you something on Instagram. I'll put it on the screen. Um, I'm gonna describe it. After you watch it for everyone at home. Um, just to intro this, I think society has lost the plot. I think we've gone too far off the deep end. Um,
I'm
and
fucking kidding. Just by that, it's muted, but just by that fucking hand movement, I'm fucking
yeah,
killing myself.
what stage have we gotten to where I'll play the video? We have an interview on the street with Cat in the Hat, and he's doing the 6-7 meme. How deep have we gotten down the brain rot rabbit hole where the official Dr. Seuss Instagram account is paying some minimum wage SAG after fucking actor to go down the street and do the fucking 6-7, bro? What has this world come to?
Cat in the Hat should have died with Dr. Seuss.
I mean, they're disgracing Dr. Seuss because I heard after the fucking Mike Myers live action that he never wanted to do live action for his shit again because it was like so fucking he didn't like it.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. The fucking Cat in the Hat like live action is like it's iconic, but it's still like cringy and but it's iconic, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it stands out to me as one of the big one of the biggest movies from like my memory. There's movies you think are good as a kid, but like there's those movies that just like are ingrained in your head where I feel like I can remember every single scene and every single line.
Mhm.
For me it's like that and Over the Hedge are like ingrained in my shit.
Like it really does suck that he uh he thought about quitting like live action shit just because of that, but I don't blame him. That movie was atrocious.
Yeah, I saw these guys recently. They do like movie reactions, but they watch them while drinking. And they did a
Mm.
drunk reaction of Cat in the Hat, and it was kind of fucking
That's
funny.
what that's what we need to do. I know you're not a big alcohol guy, but I definitely think that could be enjoyable.
Yeah, I mean, I'm warming up to the thought of doing drugs, so maybe pop a little, little 8 milli delight or something.
Pop a little 100 milligram.
Yeah, just, do a fight, do a hero dose first time, bro. Just give me that 250, give me that 250, that 250 chocolate
Oh,
bar.
fucking what's that that fat Mexican Joey Diaz, bro? Just
Yeah,
pull a Joey Diaz and just hit a fucking 600 Dowie or something, bro.
listen to this, Joe Rogan. I had 1,000 milligram edible last night.
Yo, first edible did just hit 1,000 just straight to the dome, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you know, maybe I'll have to bust it out for the one time soon, because fucking
Maybe I'll have to get a pre-roll from the dispo, and we can chill in my whip whenever I get one. We can just do that one time.
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I mean, the older I get, the more I'm like, you know, drugs aren't all that bad, but I don't think I have the personality to drink. I think I got an addictive personality, and I think if I drank it all, I'd be an alcoholic. Like I just got a feeling.
You just gotta casually drink like I do, like once every couple of months.
Well, I'm saying like I have like an addictive personality. Like you see how I get so fucking obsessed with fucking Mad Games Tycoon 2, bro. What if I got obsessed with Apple
That don't
Crown?
mean Apple Crown will fuck your shit up. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
Because
I'll take that
usually,
advice from you based on the stories you've told me of your experiences.
because usually after you get sick off of a one drink, you don't typically ever drink that shit again. So
Mm,
that's me with Apple Crown. That's my mom with vodka.
yeah. What would because I mean I'm trying to think of what like drinking culture was like when you started drinking. What year did you like get your first drink?
Uh, legally 21.
Like
Let's just say that.
1921?
Well, let's just say that whenever I was 21 legally.
Well, I mean, you were 21 in 1986.
You're right. You're right.
Um,
But off the record, like 16.
I feel like that's pretty typical in my experience. I mean, I know people that were fucking smoking cigs at 11.
I was the one doing that one because my fucking aunt pissed me the fuck off, bro. I would steal her shit and just fucking puff on them bitches.
Oh yeah, menthol or
Fucking Marlboro Reds.
mm. I gotta be honest, the Camel ads always kind of spoke to me a little bit.
You're a Camel guy.
Yeah,
Maybe you should maybe you should try Black and Mild with me one day.
and B&M. I might be more of a Swisher Sweet kind of guy.
You don't buy Swisher Sweets for any of that, brother.
Well, damn.
You buy Swishers to make your own wraps and shit. I mean, you could,
I mean, anything is possible with the power of fucking imagination.
but I like the wine flavored B&Ms and
That sounds
the grape
fucking
flavored
disgusting.
B&Ms. Oh, they're delightful. I'll tell you that.
Well, grape doesn't sound bad, but wine sounds fucking what the fuck.
Wine's delightful. I'll tell you that. Wine's really good. It's one of the most expensive flavors, but it's really good.
I don't know. I was doing this podcast with an old white bitch.
On the topic of wine, bro, I had my first I made not a fucking not a marg because that's tequila. I sent it to you on what's the other day whenever the Devils won.
Oh, you made a mimosa or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. I had one of my first mimosas yet. Delightful. I'll tell you that. Mimosas are fantastic. And now I see why alcoholic white women at 9 a.m. be drinking them bitches.
Bottomless mimosas and shit.
Hell yeah, bro. Got me fucked up thinking I'm not finna go to my brunch at 8 a.m. drinking them hoes, bro.
Yeah, I mean, the idea of like social drinking is nice. I just don't think it's for me, man.
Yeah, maybe you just need to do some like hardcore drugs like heroin or something.
I just got to go off the deep end, honestly.
Oh, oh, bro, do Fent right off rip, bro. I think you'll be good. I feel like if you survive Fent, you can survive anything.
Oh yeah, I may just do that. I may just do that. Oh man, yeah. I mean, dog, fucking the school we went to, bro. Like, I never saw anything crazy, but the older I've gotten, the more people I've spoken to, like had conversations with, like apparently there was like hard shit going around.
I was trapping in that bitch like my sophomore year. I was.
I don't think the statute of limitations is up for what you was moving, so we'll not get into that.
That
But
was that was 10 years ago, probably 12 going on now, chat. So
what, what's
I'm
the
pretty
what's the statute of limitations on fucking drug crimes?
12 years.
Let's find out. Statute of limitations on drug crimes. Okay, this AI thing is not giving me a fucking good answer.
3 years.
Oh, so you're good.
Yeah.
Well, now Google knows that I fucking was trying to figure out if I could confess to a crime or not. Um, yeah, because I've heard like the fucking coke was in the school. I've heard that like fucking X was in the school.
Oh yeah, bro. I didn't know about any of that, but I definitely know that motherfucker was trapped in the bag.
Yeah, but I mean, weed's like who gives a fuck, honestly? Like I feel like
Mm,
everyone has a little bit of weed that they're trying to come up of at some point.
definitely me, because I was out here selling that shit for fucking 20 whenever it
Oh
went for like
god.
fucking 15, bro.
No wonder you're such a demon at Schedule Run One, bro. This dude's fucking selling weed and then pickpocketing it immediately.
Yeah, bro. I was selling shit for 20 while like regularly it would go for like 15. I was out here making $5, bro. I was not mad.
I spent so much of my fucking school career just being such a bitch, bro. People had so much fun in school, and then I was out here just being a fucking normie, bro.
I remember one time, my sophomore year, shortly after I got done trap and everything that I had, um, it was eighth period or eighth hour, whatever the fuck we called it.
I mean, it's all the same shit.
Yeah, that was my math class, and like three cops came in, and like one of the principals from one of the fucking bullshit
Yeah, yeah,
uh
yeah. You don't gotta go
weird
into
things that we had going on.
yeah.
And they're like, we need to fucking see Dave over there. And I'm over here like, damn, bro, like and it was in the middle of a fucking test too. So like we were
Hmm.
separated in like two classrooms. So we had ours in like the one classroom right next to us. And everybody was just watching me get fucking searched. And I was just over here like, damn, bro. And then I was stealing shit from my teacher, bro. Like I had like fucking 4 Capri Suns in my shit, bro. I had fucking snacks in my pockets. And they're like, pull your pockets out. So I pulled everything out. And they were like, yeah, bro, you're fucking good. Get back in the classroom. So we're like, damn, bro. And just everybody, like after the fucking test was done, like everybody was like, yo, like why do you get fucking searched? I'm like, don't fucking worry about it, bro. That shit don't fucking piss me off that day, bro.
Bro,
I'm kind of glad that
I'm surprised your
I like
fruity
I
ass wasn't standing there being like, I thought we were gonna get a little bit more intimate with this search here, boys.
that's whenever I was not the gay man I was today.
Mm.
But yeah, bro. Like they were like, pull out your pockets, and I had like a little fucking baby stapler. I had like fucking mechanical pencils. I had fucking snacks and Capri Suns. And like and I remember like at the fucking bottom of my backpack, because I never fucking cleaned that bitch out. I had fucking like I had snack crumbs in that bitch. Bro fucking
You
picks
had
up a fuck.
crumses.
bro picked up a fucking handful of fucking crumbs and he was like, "This is fucking breadcrumbs," and I'm over here like, "Nah,
He
bro, that's
called you
sand."
out of the fucking crumbs. Oh my
He was like, "Is this?"
god.
He was like, "Is this fucking crumbs?" I'm like, "Nah, dog, that's sand." He was like, "Where the fuck did you get sand from?" I'm like, "I was at the beach the other day." Reminder: this was in like November, bro.
Oh my fucking god, this dude, dog. Well, when you put under pressure, you fucking crumble, dude. Oh yeah, there's fucking snow on the ground. I was at the beach the other day. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard, bro.
And he just fucking looked at me like, this
The other
fucking
day.
dude, bro.
Oh my god.
He fucking put the crumbs back in my bag, gave me my shit, and was
He
like,
gave
"Give the
you the
fuck back."
sandbag.
It wasn't sand, bro. It was legitimate crumbs. I was like, "Nah, bro.
So you felt
It
like
was sand,
you
bro."
got called out for being a fat ass. He was like, "Is this fucking Pop Tart crumbs? Or are you dead ass?" You're like, "Nah, it's sand, bro. It's sand." I'm like, what?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. And I was just over here like, he was like, because he dead ass said, "Is this fucking crumbs?" I was like, "Nah, bro, that's sand." Because that's dead ass what I said. I was like, "Nah, dog, that's sand." And he was like,
I could
"Get
just,
the fuck
I could
out."
just imagine him looking at you like, are we fucking serious right now? And you look at
Mhm.
him like, nah, it's sand, just so dead ass, and he's just like, get the fuck back in the class, dude.
Yep.
I'm not dealing with your fucking shit anymore.
Yep.
Oh my god. I did run into old boy that she was locked in the stew with for a little bit. In that one room towards like the you know the big like gym shits, you know what I'm saying? I did run into him and I was chopping it up with him a little bit and I was like, hey, you know, one of
Uh,
my homies was in
uh,
there.
who, who, who,
It's
who
exactly who you're thinking it is. Um,
I don't fucking know. I'm thinking of a whole lot of people right now. Text me.
old boy that had to go away for a little bit to fucking to serve, you know what I'm saying?
Who?
Um, I got you. I'm messaging you on Instagram right now. But I ran into him, and I was chopping it up, and I was like, you know, one of my homies was in there with you, bro. He was in there with you all the time, and I told him your name, and he was like, I do remember him.
Yeah, you gotta fucking text me who this is, bro.
I sent it to you
I
on
am
Insta, bro.
fucking. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Oh, I sent it to
Last thing
fucking
I
Jesus Christ. I sent
this
this to the
fucking
wrong
dude,
person.
bro.
I sent this to the wrong person. Jesus Christ. I sent that to one of my fucking other homies. This guy.
I faintly remember him. What the fuck was y'all talking about?
I was just telling him that one of my homies was up in there all the time, and I told him your name, and he was like, "I remember him."
Oh yeah,
So you made a lasting impression. So hopefully that means something.
because if I remember correctly, me and him used to be homies for a few years, and then I just fucking stopped talking to bro.
Mm. Because I remember you saying that y'all was like chilling, so that's why I wasn't gonna like be like, I
Mm.
wasn't gonna tell one of your ops like, oh yeah, and, like you remember an old dude, but yeah, I mean your
When
story
did
with bro,
when was the last time you talked to bro?
like 3 weeks ago.
Oh damn, gotcha.
Yeah, because
Glad I know I fucking made a lasting impression on somebody.
because I mean you know what I do, so like the job that he does, I'm around those people all the time.
Mhm.
So I run into him every now and then, but
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
um yeah, bro was literally bro, they found your fucking pocket sand, bro, before you had the
They
chance to
did,
use it.
bro. They fucking did.
Just assorted fucking crumbs, bro. Just fucking molecules of Doritos Flamas from the fucking cafeteria, bro. Just ready to fuck
Bro,
someone's vision out.
the the fact that somebody was out here stealing chips so they had to fucking put them bitches away pissed me the fuck
Oh
off.
my, dude, that was some of the dumbest shit ever, bro. I'm like, let me just get a bag of chips, dog. And now I gotta
And
do all this fucking
literally,
rigmarole.
because bro, the flamas was so fucking good, bro. That's the only
Mm,
reason why I'd bring fucking bread.
oh God, bro. I remember I felt like a baller one day because I was like, hey, yo. That's for you, bro. A whole tiny ass fucking probably like 2 ounce bag of Doritos
25 cents,
Llamas.
bro.
Yeah, 20. You know what? Take this 25 cent, get you a bag of chips.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I was a fucking baller, bro. I really am your fucking sugar daddy, huh?
Honestly,
I've been buying you shit since day one, bro.
I mean, basically,
I'm starting to realize
not
why you've kept me around.
not as much anymore, but you definitely was back in the day.
Hmm.
And by back in the day, I mean up until like the PS4 days.
Yeah. Which I mean, a lot of it is like you wasn't you was trapping on the streets, not trapping in the sheets, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's not even really
Mhm.
what I'm saying, but you was on your
I,
unemployed
I
arc.
I I just didn't have the facilities to fucking get a job.
Yeah, so I'd be copying some shit, but now that you know have the facilities to get some bread, or at least had the facilities to get some bread, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna hit the brakes a little bit, let little bro get himself some shit, but
But yeah, bro, that's crazy that bro was like, is this fucking sand or is this fucking crumb? I'm like, no, dog, that's sand. like it was dead ass, bro. In the middle of like fucking November, bro. And bro was like, is this fucking crumbs? Because I remember, bro, like the look of fucking disgust on his face, because he didn't have any gloves on, bro. He just fucking raw dog that shit. I was like, nah, bro,
bro
that's
could have found
sand.
some fucking OG Fent, bro. Like his ass could have been tweaking.
Because it for the cops it was our security guard, I guess, or like the main like cop dude that would be up in the office,
Yeah.
if you remember him, and then like some random fucking dude he had to call in for backup because some fucking 14-year-old dude was out here trapping bag, bro. And like, what are y'all finna fucking do, bro? Like, pay me my little fucking $20 and get the fuck on, bro.
Literally. I wish, bro. I wish I sold drugs now, bro. I want cool stories like that.
Um, I was a fucking nuisance back in the day, bro.
I don't even know what the biggest thing I ever got in trouble for was, bro. It's probably just fucking talking in class, bro.
You have any you have any fight stories?
I mean, I had one time where I felt like I was gonna get into a fight, but I mean, who knows? Because fucking, oh my god, I was fucking involved in some drama, bro. Like fucking,
Don't get me wrong, bro. Don't get me wrong. I ain't never won a fight, but I sure as hell ain't never back down from one.
yeah. I mean, bro, I was ready to go, bro. Like, you know, the vibes just wasn't vibing. This one dude, I was just like, it got to the point where I was like, what are we doing here, bro? Because like, I can explain it. So basically, it's always females, bro. So this chick,
Always.
um,
Unless you're that one dude that wanted to fight me over my fucking phone charger, but fuck him.
there's this chick who had some shit, she was getting up to like way back like middle school days. Like I'm talking like she was like 13. With some folk that she shouldn't have been like really involved with. Um, and allegedly, like I'm like as far as I know to this day, like I never could like was able to fucking figure it out, but basically I had heard someone allege that like, oh yeah, this person was doing this, and I was like, that doesn't sound like them. So I went to a mutual who's known them longer, and I was like, yo, like I heard this, like is this like was she being dead ass? And the person was like, again, I'm not, gonna confirm or deny anything, but they were like, yeah, like that was what was going on back then. And then I was like, oh damn, and that was it. Like all I was trying to do was just confirm, like, damn, like they really said this about old girl, and I'm not sure if it's true, and I found out it was true, allegedly. And then this dude,
Allegedly.
bro, turns around because bro, biggest mistake I made, bro. I was trying to just figure some shit out genuinely, figure some shit out about a friend. And I
Trying to
went to,
figure out your sexuality in life.
yeah, and I went to the dude that has always been trying to get in her pants. The dude that's like literally sent her schmeat pics in the past unsolicited, right? So
I'd
then,
be out here doing that on fucking Reddit, bro.
so then
Hey,
old boy turns around and it flips the narrative and tells her that I'm going around the school telling people this shit, which ain't what I was doing, bruh. So then Shorty, like fucking distraught over the fact that I guess like, she thinks that I'm doing this, or like the fact that I know, um, like can't even bring herself to fucking talk to me about it. She's so fucked up over it. Which I mean, fucking, fair. Um, but then she sends her fucking goons, sends all these dudes that she fucks with to the fucking to one of the hallways during like passing period. And I'm with my homies in between class, and now like my homies are like in a fucked up situation where like there's like me and one other guy, no, there's me and two other guys that I was with, and then there was like four guys that like this one dude was with three guys. And this dude's just pressing me like, yo, like she wants to know like who told you. And I was like, bro, I'm in my mind, I'm like, this whole thing started because she thought I was telling a bunch of people. I'm not finna tell you shit, bro. Like, this whole thing is getting blown out of proportion. And I was literally telling him, I was like, bro, I'm not telling you anything. And he kept saying like, nah, bro, just tell me. And I'm like standing in like a bladed stance. Like I got like one hand like sort of hidden behind me type shit. Like I'm standing in front of my friends because I'm like,
the weakest fighting stance I've ever heard of. God damn.
hey, bro.
You would have got your shit rocked.
What? Hey, I watched a little bit of UFC back in the day, but
watching and doing is two different things.
Nah, I mean,
trust me.
Mainly it was like because my homie was like, so the dude and my homie was like diagonally across my body, so I was like low key just trying to like block this dude from my homeboy because I didn't know if homeboy was trying to like, not even if he would jump in, but I was like, I'm not trying to fucking, if some shit pop off, I'm not trying to have him get into this shit. Because I low-key felt like I could have handled myself. But bro just wasn't taking no for an answer, and I finally just had to like as stern as possible without fucking like getting shit to pop off. I had to be like, bro, like you need to tell her that I'll tell her, but I ain't telling you. And then it ended up getting down to this fucking thing where she finally texted me, and then like after the fact, like I don't even think she ended up fucking believing me, bro. I think she just thinks that I was out here spreading like rumors about her when I wasn't. But like we just ended up not really being super cool after that.
My best friend is a bitch, bro. You should have started swinging, bro.
Okay.
Start swinging on bitches and dudes, bro.
Fuck that, bro.
Damn, bro. Should have just told them the other dude started it. They would have believed it.
I mean, yeah, you're probably. I mean, knowing that guy, you're probably right. But,
But like he hit me first. I'm like, damn,
yeah,
bro.
I was just like, maybe if anything, I would have fucking done something. But I was so dumbfounded by the fact that I was like, this dude thinks I'm gonna like bitch out because he's trying to intimidate me. I'm like, dude. In my mind, I was like, you're not intimidating me right now. Like, you're shorter than me. You fucking weigh less than me, like dog, like I'm like Bradley Martin, like I'm 250 though, or I'm 260 though. Like I'm sitting there and I'm like, just because
I got more money though.
Yeah, just because you're changing the way you're talking to me every time you're asking me this question doesn't mean you're gonna change my mind. I'm not fucking telling you shit. That's like the closest I've gotten to like getting into an altercation. I think, as far as I can remember.
I feel like one day we just gotta hit some fucking street beefs in your yard or something, bro.
Just
Get
you get the fucking dukes up.
Just get you into one good fight before I fucking inevitably leave my fucking time on Earth.
I mean, why don't I just go into like a fucking boxing gym and run back? Ain't none of you motherfuckers could whoop my ass. I put $100 on it, and then I just get my fucking ass beat.
Then you would get your ass beat and lose out on $100, bro. And if you go into a boxing gym being like, yo, all you bitches, fuck out of here, y'all can't beat me. Nobody calling the ambulance, bro, after they beat you within an inch of your life, bro.
That is true, yeah. They're gonna stuff me under the ring, bro.
Under the mats, bro.
Yeah. But I mean, you was definitely on more demon time than I was, bro. I mean, I just wasn't trying to get into nothing for real.
Hey, bro, my mama ain't never raised a bitch.
What do you mean by that? What are you trying to say about me?
Clearly, you ain't about that life, bro. That's what I'm trying to say.
You'd be correct. I am not trying to
the
throw no hands if I ain't got to.
the most altercation you've ever been into was raising your voice at somebody, bro. Bro
Dog,
ain't never got his fucking left orbital shattered, bro.
dog. You say raising my voice at motherfuckers, bro. I like never raised my voice at people in fucking high school, dog. It got to, like I was so even keeled in high school, dog. It got to a point where same shorty that like was involved in this situation. This dude in the fucking hallway. He comes up, bro. These peddling ass motherfuckers in high school, bro. Bro's coming up to me in the hallway, like, "Yo, you my friend, right? Can I borrow $1?" And I looked at him. I like looked him up and down, and I was like, "I'm not your fucking friend, bro. Leave me alone." Because this dude would bother me every fucking day for some weird shit. He'd come up to me and just say some like back in the day brain rot type shit, like whatever brain rot was back then. And this chick, I look over at her and she's like in shock that like I told someone basically fuck off. And I'm looking at her. I'm
He was
like,
like, "Yo, my panties so wet right now. Let's go to the bathroom."
not even, bro. I was just looking at her. I was like, dog, like, why is it a big deal, dude? Like,
She probably thought it was hot.
I mean, if she thought that was hot, then she's got some fucking issues, bro. Because
But yeah, and not even once throwing dukes in high school is kind of crazy. I've been in 3 fights at that school.
and
That's like
3
one a
O's.
year. And 3 O's, you right. But I ain't never fucking back down.
Yeah, you ain't back down, but you've definitely upped before.
Hey, I definitely fucking have, I'll tell you that.
We don't gotta get into the deets on that just yet, but
If I was really about that boy would have been fucking done then and there.
well, don't worry, because this fucking homegirl took care of that. So
No, his homegirl don't fucking backdoor him, bro.
yeah, that shit was so fucked up, dude. That shit
Done
was
got
so
that
fucked
boy,
up.
done got that boy slimed out and shit, bro. Like crazy.
Oh god, R.I.P. to bro.
Was that a like you and other bros like a like close homie type shit?
Not my bro knew him, but yeah, I mean there was definitely a lot of fucking crazy shit that, bro. I I feel like I've told this story recently. I don't know if it was in the podcast. I mean, it's not really much of a story, just fucking like the random shit I would come across in that school where I'm casual walking through the hallway. I got like fine shit next to me or whoever the fuck I'm walking with. It could have been a dude, still fine shit, you know. Um,
You ain't about that life right now.
I'm just
Maybe you will eventually, but not right now.
cruising through the halls, right? Like person next to me, fucking book a right, going down the hallway. I'm looking at them having a conversation. I look down the hall, and there's just two fucking just. You remember the movie Monster House?
Mm-hmm.
You remember the old dude's wife?
Yeah, the big bitch from the carnival that got hit with fucking concrete covered on her.
Yeah. So imagine two of them, but they're
Damn.
black. Their weaves are both like half hanging off, and they're just throwing crazy hammer fists at each other. And they got like 50 fucking people around them in this hallway egging the fight on. And I literally looked at the fight, looked at my friend, looked at the fight, and I was like, let's go the other way. I was like, I deal with this. And I just fucking got the fuck up out of there.
Other than the fights I've been in, there was one other crazy shit. This is probably where I'm probably gonna call it at night though. Remember the boiler like hall or stairwell over by the gym or the
Yeah.
fucking yeah. So I remember I was skipping one of my classes because I used to fucking chill in that fucking stairwell because that's where the fucking boiler room was and just nobody would go over there. It was like somewhere close to like the beginning of the day. Maybe it was like fourth hour or something like that.
Yeah.
I,
Sidebar, I'm pretty sure I got some shit going on in that fucking stairwell before. If it's the one I'm thinking about, I think I was getting up to some fucking business in that stairwell.
yeah, like fourth hour, like it was still like relatively early in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over there. I open up the door. I start walking down the stairs, and all I hear is just some dude getting his shit sucked up top, bro.
Oh my god, that could have been me.
I don't think that was you, bro.
And I
Like
never
it,
had no demons.
like as soon as like I fucking stopped to like fucking like listen to make sure like shit was going on. Like they whispered to each other.
So you was like, I think I know what's going on, but let me make sure.
Yeah, yeah. Like they whispered to each other to fucking stop, and I'm just over here like this don't fucking concern me, bro. I'm just finna fucking go down, fucking walk around school shit, bro. And as soon as I started walking again, they started fucking slurping, bro. I'm over here like y'all some demons for doing that at like fucking 11 o'clock in the morning, bro.
Mhm. Also, I'm pretty sure there was cameras in that fucking stairwell.
There had to have been. There had to have been. Maybe not like up top, like where like the boiler room was.
Mm.
Because I used to chill in there all the time and nobody would fucking do shit.
Mm. Yeah.
It's just that like that fucking door leading into the fucking boat, that shit was fucking hot, bro. I couldn't like I doubt anybody could fucking survive that long over there, bro. Like that like it was at least like 90 degrees constantly on that shit.
Man, I mean, I think we've had a good session of story time. This one's been just a lot more fucking just random
Bullshit.
bullshitting. Um, um, but yeah, I think it's getting fucking late as fuck. So I think we'll call it an episode right there. Uninstalled podcast, episode 3.